Alright guys, welcome back to another live here at Trader's Journey on YouTube. We are back with another live. We're going to be going through some live trading, some live Q&A. I can see BGU's in the chat. We got Jay in the chat. Be sure to drop a like as it does help us out. So great to have you guys here. So it looks like we've got 3 viewers, which is great. BGU, feel free to ask any questions. Jay, you know how we do, so don't need to tell you the rules, but any questions, feel free to drop it in the live chat. So yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting day, guys, for cryptocurrency. Just to start off the live, if anyone invested in crypto, I'm still got my investments in crypto. You can see here on the 30-minute, we did have a huge sell-off. But the recovery was as expected. We saw some support around 28,600 on Bitcoin. Pretty interesting to see such a huge sell-off. I believe there was some bad news which brought about the sell-off. So, you know, it is as expected, but we had a nice recovery. We're back up. I think it was back up 8%. So a huge recovery for Bitcoin Cash as well, if anyone's interested in cryptocurrency. Yeah, Jay or Biju, whoever's watching live, just make sure if you can let me know in the live chat if the audio is good, everything else is good, so we can proceed with any questions. Okay, looks like everything's working as it should. So yeah, interesting day in the markets. Some huge movers, NIO, NNDM. Some great moves there, guys. NNDM was huge. I mentioned this. I mentioned NNDM around 2-3 days ago, whenever it was, when I released the video on YouTube. Since then, it's roughly up around, I think it's around 20%. So snooze, you lose, guys. If you're not in these trades, then you're gonna miss out. Mara, of a Bitcoin mining company who's heavily invested in the infrastructure needed to mine cryptocurrency. Their shares are now up, I believe, 6% as we're speaking live. Found support at 1569, where we previously saw support. This level this is a historical level of support which we found here. 1569 is what I was expecting. Found support, and now we are back to the upside. That's great, Biju. Thanks for confirming. Audio is all good. Who's ever joined the live, or whoever is on the live, be sure to give us a like. It does help the algorithm, and it would be really appreciated. Feel free to leave any questions in the live chat, so hopefully you guys have access to that and can see it. We'll be going through some stocks. Biju, if you want me to do any analysis on any particular stock, feel free to let me know if you have any questions as well. Looks like we've got another joiner to the live. Welcome. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like on this video, on this live, it would be much appreciated. So yeah, like I said, guys, Mara, NNDM, some huge movers for me in terms of my portfolio. NIO, Mara, NNDM, the Bitcoin reversal with the Bitcoin Cash reversal was probably the biggest movers for the day for me. CCIV, I'm still very bullish on. You can see we had a sort of descending wedge going on here, guys, if you can see that. Let me just adjust it so it's a bit cleaner for you guys to see. We had a falling wedge, but since then CCIV has broken the downward trend, and we're back onto a bullish move for a continuation to the upside, which is great. So really exciting stuff. AMD, Jay, I don't think you traded AMD today. I think you were trading NIO. NIO was a great play today, guys. We saw a reversal of this downward trend, which I had charted. We finally broke the downward trend, so now we're seeing a reversal to the upside. If you look at the larger time frame, which I mentioned on the live yesterday, we are obviously on the bigger time frame, on the 1 day time frame, we are on an upward trend. So that correction was as expected. I was expecting an even lower price for NIO to then reverse, but it seems it's broken the downward trend already, indicating we're going to continue through to the upside. So Biju asks, any thought on why Plug Power is in a downward trend. Oh, okay, Arez, we got a new viewer here. I don't think I've come across Arez before. Thanks for dropping a like. Really appreciate that. I was watching your UK episode. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for watching and continuing to support the channel. I'm from Australia. It's possible to get into your video, helps a lot. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly as well. Arez, is that pronounced correctly? Arez, let me know if that name is being pronounced correctly. Don't want to offend you. But Biju, yeah, Biju, good shout. Plug, I am still invested in Plug. Currently forming a bull flag here. Not worried at all. For me, there's a lot of comparison going on with FCell and Plug, both in the sort of hydrogen space for renewable energy. So Plug, for me, Plug is much more of a stronger stock than FCell for several reasons. The main reason being their financials. If you look at the financials of FCell and Plug, they are both loss-making entities, guys. They are still both loss-making entities. But Plug just is just in a slightly better financial position. They are both going to do well in the long term, I think. But in terms of, I was invested in FCell and I closed out my position. But currently still invested in Plug. Yeah, Arez. Okay, so you're from Australia and you're saying you're struggling to find a platform. Is that what your question is? I'll try and find out for you, Arez. If you could drop me a message on Instagram, I could maybe help you there. But yeah, Biju, Plug's looking great. So you said Plug. Any thought on why Plug power bit in downward trend? No, I don't see a downward trend here, Biju. Tell me what time frame you're looking at. Maybe you're looking at a smaller time frame. Let's have a look. If you're looking at the 1 hour time frame, let's see what you got. I see no downward trend on Plug, Biju. Would you mind confirming what you mean by downward trend? This is not a downward trend. This is some consolidation going on here, which is perfectly fine and nothing to be concerned about. I'll tell you what I see, guys. I'll tell you what I see. This is what I see going on here for Plug. It's just some normal consolidation, hopefully waiting for a breakout to the upside at some point. Biju, if you're still watching, please confirm what you mean, because I see no downside on here. Unless you were looking towards the top and you didn't have the triangle set out, I can see what you mean. Maybe if you're looking at it from this point of view, yeah, I can see what you mean. But looking at the lowest points on this, they are sort of at the same level. So for me, that is a triangle. That is somewhat bullish. So we should see this continue up to the upside. As long as Joe Biden is still in office, as he's been pulled in officially yesterday, we will see. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough, Biju. You make a fair analysis. Plug, just because all stocks are up, Biju, doesn't mean every stock is going to go up. They all work in their own mysterious ways. You can't expect every stock to go up if the market is strong. Right now, SPY is down 0.39% for the day. Still looking pretty bullish. Had a slight pullback, which is perfectly normal, perfectly fine. Nothing to be concerned about there. But with Plug dropping off a bit, I wouldn't say Plug dropped off in any possible way. This is a perfectly normal consolidation phase going on here for Plug. A very tight consolidation, and I can see it squeezing as it goes through this triangle, which I had charted here. I believe this is going to continue to squeeze before we see a breakout, hopefully to the upside, because I am still bullish on Plug. But you never know with these forms of triangles with higher lows, lower highs. For me, it's bullish considering what prices we have come from. But you never know. We can't be biased with these breakouts. So Jay Bavis says, yes, $90. Yes, Botis, what you talking about, Ram? Just like printer? No. Don't know what you're saying there, Jay. You might need to elaborate further. Botis isn't in this chat yet. I think he's going to be joining us later on in the live. Another big mover today, guys, was Palantir. Don't know if you guys are familiar with the stock, but Palantir was I think it's moved up 9% if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look. It's PLTR. Let's have a look. Where is Palantir? All right, yeah, PLTR roughly up almost 8%, and we had a breakout of this huge triangle, which I had already charted, would you believe? But this breakout wasn't strong enough for me, so we saw a breakout and it began to consolidate once again just above the triangle, and then there we go, we eventually got the move we were expecting, and huge move, guys. Yeah, huge move. You could have definitely day traded this, you know, you could have definitely entered some scalps here. So interesting play. I think PLTR very bullish on this. Considering this breakout we've just seen, I'd at least expect to get back to the all-time high of this previous triangle of 33.42. Potential $4 or $5 move is pending on PLTR, which will be great to see. But still, yeah, like I said, very bullish on PLTR. Mara, like I said, it's moved in line with Bitcoin and BCH as they've recovered. We've seen a recovery on Mara. As you can see, they're almost following the same sort of pattern here as Bitcoin. Mara will tend to follow how Bitcoin moves. So as Bitcoin surged up today, we saw a nice push upwards, which is great. So Mara is a great stock for the future. AMD, which I mentioned. I don't know, Jay, I don't think you caught AMD, right? I don't think you traded that today. I think you traded NIO. So Jay says the screen is blurry. Is it blurry now? Says the connection's great, Jay, so maybe try and check out your internet possibly. But yeah, we've had a brief sell-off here on AMD, probably catching some momentum before it seems to be just trailing on this 9 EMA. So hopefully we've got a good bounce here. Hopefully we should continue to the upside. Let me know, guys, if you got any stocks in mind that you're currently looking at, but this is what I have for the meantime. If we just flick to my day trading stocks. You missed Apple, Jay. Yeah, Jay, that was a great play, Apple, which we had from class. All right, thanks for confirming, Ares. We're good with our screen, so no issues there. Yeah, look, so guys, look how clean this move was. Oh my gosh, this move was insane. You know, triple bottom, I called it before this leg happened. I called it. We had this triple bottom already forming here. I called this on 19th of January in our weekend class for our members. And I called it on this point here. And this is what I was expecting to happen. I said it would come back to here. These red lines were my price levels and profit targets. I expected it to happen and I saw it coming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially hitting your 5th profit target if you were swinging this trade. So probably one of the best trades of this week, in my opinion. Biju, you said you'd join as a member, but I'm yet to see you there, my friend. Jay, you're a loyal member, man. You joined. I think Jay was our first member. Yeah, Jay was our first member, and we appreciate you, Jay. But you'll be getting the most value out of these sessions, as well as the weekend classes, as well as the membership group. But Biju, you'll have to stay tuned on that one. And Ares, can you trade on the ASX? Unfortunately, no. I do know there are a few exciting stocks on that side of the world, but unfortunately we can't trade those Australian stocks. Do you have any stocks in mind though, Arez? I'm interested to know. Do you guys have any? What's the most interesting stock you have there in Australia that you trade? Or what's an exciting stock for the future? I'm interested to know. Anyone joined the live, please drop me a like. It does help the algorithm out, so it'd be really... Alright guys, we're back. Sorry, we just had some internet problem there, but we're back. So yeah, Arez, what were you saying? Arez have a BHP, ANZ, APT. Interesting. Tell me more, man. What do these stocks do? ANZ, APT. Interested to know. What do they do? Apologies about that, Jay. We are back. We just had some technical difficulties here as well. Looks like our internet... Ooh, man. PLTR is flying, guys. It is actually flying, PLTR. I'm not going to chase it. I missed that trade, but it is what it is. Let's see what the biggest movers, biggest gainers for the day, guys. ETH, would you believe? Ethereum. Ethereum was the move today, guys. Ethereum was a 12% return for you guys if you bought that dip. I actually sold out of Ethereum at 23% return. XLM, not sure about that. I would stay away from XLM. I'm going to delete that. But yeah, PLTR, Riot. Wow, Riot was a crazy move as well. Riot is up 9.3% as we speak. You know, I'm still holding on to Mara, still got NIO, I've got AMD, you know. Facebook's a great play at the moment. Had some huge gains from this demand zone. Jay, you'll know what I'm talking about here. Look at this huge rally from demand. Wow. Buyers just clear upward trend here. Whoever caught Facebook was a great move. Looks like it just touched supply zone there and sold off, so... Let's see if we get a continuation on Facebook. If we break through this supply zone, then we could retest the next supply zone. APT is Afterpay. Interesting. It's a service where you get a loan for any product that offers Afterpay. Yeah. We have very similar companies on this side of the world as well. So doesn't surprise me why that's doing well. So if you want to buy $50 jeans, you'd make weekly payments of $10 or so until it's all paid off. Interesting. That's really interesting to know, Ares. Yeah, it's a similar sort of business. There's several companies that do a similar thing in the UK as well as the US, so it doesn't surprise me why Afterpay is doing well. Yeah, Facebook was great, Jay. Facebook was great. Let's see if we can see what Ares is talking about. APT. Let's have a look at APT. So it's an Australian stock, Afterpay. Here we go. Okay. How much you up down? Oh, you're down 5% though. Ares, you're down 5%. I mean, wow. Wow, this stock has grown like crazy. Whoa. From coronavirus point. GME broke 50 Cs. I like it. Let's have a look at GME. But Ares, that's a great stock. GameStop is, let's see what GameStop's doing. Oh, 51.79. And wow. There was a bit of consolidation here. And then there's the break. I like it. I did miss GameStop. I haven't got that charted on here. Let's see what was happening here. We had a little triangle, little wedge, little rising wedge growing here. Could have played it towards the break. Ran ONL. I like it. Drop me a like if you're new to the live, guys. Anyone joining now, just be sure to drop a like on the stream. Ares, I like Afterpay a lot, dude. If you look at Afterpay, Australian stock here, guys. I think are they going international? Ares, or are they based in Australia only? Do they only operate in Australia? I'd be surprised if they were just in Australia. But wow, lows of $8.20s, highs of 140. Oh my goodness, this stock is insane. I need to look into the fundamentals on this stock, ARES. I might invest into this Australian stock. But I like this price action, guys. We got a clear upward trend from lows of coronavirus. Look at this upward trend. What I might do, ARES, is wait for a pullback down to this trend line. Anyone watching? BG, what did you send me? Is that a, I don't know what you sent me there. Is that some sort of emoji? Looks like, what is that? Is that a hand? Is that a high five? What is that? But anyway, this stock I like. ARES, thanks for mentioning it on the live. But I'll wait for a pullback to the trend line before considering. Interesting, it's only in Australia. But what a huge gain. I guess Australia is still a huge market. A very big market for the retail sector as well. But considering this move, gosh. Well, to be honest, guys, if you had bought any stock during the lowest points of coronavirus, then you would have caught these huge moves nearly on every stock. So it doesn't surprise me, but I want to see how are these all-time highs? Wow, these are all-time highs, dude. ARES, why are you telling me this now, man? You could have told me this before, eh? You're a bit late to the party here. Oh, we got Duke in the building. Duke, you've just joined in time, man. Welcome. Glad to have you back here. Duke Larby, he's you're going to soon be a legend of the live, along with Jay, along with Roger Wellington. He gets a free shout out because he mentioned some good stocks yesterday on the live. Yeah, BG, this stock's interesting, man. Really interesting. The question is, how long will this upward trend last, and is this business future-proof? For me, I would think yes, because retail isn't going anywhere. If the high street goes missing, we got another live viewer. This is great. Anyone joining the live, be sure to drop us a like. It does help out the channel and the community. GameStop, let's see what we're saying, guys. So GameStop was a huge move today. At the break of this rising wedge, you could have made a good play there. Let's see if we can find some trades live, guys, so maybe you guys can get involved in them. But 46.39 to 51, you could have caught a $5 move there. Pretty easy at the break. So great stock, GameStop. This rising wedge was a clear, nice breakout. Clear pattern there. You just have to play the breakout, guys. So anybody got any eyes on any stocks? Let's see what's happening to Apple, because Apple's in the current supply zone for me. So it will be interesting to see what it does from this point on. Will it reach my next profit target of 138.76? If it breaks 138.76, we will surpass all-time highs, guys. But keep in mind, you guys are probably wondering, why is this a supply zone for me? Well, have a look at this. Have a look at this. See how many sell-offs we've had? We've had 2 sell-offs. So for me, knowing how we've come from this pattern on Apple, if we break 138.76, which is all-time highs for Apple, then I don't personally like trading all-time highs because there's a lot of bag holders selling for profit. So it just depends, guys. It really depends. I like to have some wiggle room here. It seems as though, looking at this daily time frame, you'd already broken supply zone. That doesn't make sense. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart again. Maybe it happened during pre-market or after hours and it came back down. That tells me we surely will retest 138.76. Once we retest 138.76, if we break, it could be a good scalp opportunity for anyone interested in a scalp. I don't think it's going to happen this week, guys. We're trading zero days till expiration contracts here, so it's a bit risky expecting to scalp at these levels. Might be a trade for next week, guys, Apple. But yeah, as you can see from my chart here, it's a clear supply zone. I don't like trading in supply zones. I like trading at the break of these zones. So Duke asks a question. How did you find that pattern on GameStop? Yeah, good question. Let's have a look. Well, you know, it is a bit of consolidation, whatever you want to call it. For me, this is a rising wedge. It's a clearly a bullish continuation pattern. Difference between scalping and day trading. Scalps, Duke, you're going to be in scalps for anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes. You're in and out of the trade. You don't stay in there long. If you're staying in there long, you're going to put up too much risk. But the way the contracts and the strikes you buy are different when you scalp to day trading. Jay will know this if you're still live here, Jay. Day trading is, you're going to hold on to the trade for much longer. Scalping is very quick, in and out of trades. Swing trading is when you're holding on to trades for, potentially weeks, potentially days, depending on how big a move you're expecting. But wow, GameStop is flying, guys. If anyone's got eyes on GameStop, it is flying. But I wouldn't chase it at these levels because we can maybe have a sell-off here. People taking profits might bounce at the top line of the wedge to then find a continuation. With the green candle this long and this strong with these volume levels, you're going to expect some corrections. So never chase when you've already missed the move. You would have you should have caught it when it exited the pattern. It's too late now, guys. Don't chase GameStop when it's at these highs. This is all-time highs, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, it is. So don't chase that, guys. Maybe buy it on the reversal once it finds support. I'm hoping it finds support around here at the 47 level and maybe pull back. Sacto, don't think I've come across you on the live before. Welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And Duke asked another question. Does scalping require bigger budgets than... No. Of course not. Of course not. Anyone can scalp, Duke. You don't need $10,000 to £10,000 to scalp. No way. SMPW. Yeah. Oh, Sun W, guys. If you're into your solar stocks, Sun W was a great move. This stock has been going up, and since the Joe Biden has officially in office now, look at this upward trend. From lows in around January, we've seen highs. These guys specialize in solar energy, so a great stock, a great investment stock for the future. This could easily be a $50 to $100 stock within a blink. You can blink and this could be at $100 before you know it. The opportunity with solar stocks at the moment is great, as well as drone stocks. So if anyone's interested in those areas, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'll give you some stocks to look at, to invest in. Game won't be stopping anytime soon. WSB has gone all in. I don't like WSB run, but that's fair play because WSB have some good calls, but don't put all your eggs into one basket and trust them for every single play because it doesn't always work out that way. Jay Bavis, $90 in 45-minute low because I didn't remember how to exit and went crazy. Yes, you did go crazy, Jay. We went through this, man. You need to get that together, man. Sacto, first time. Okay. SMPW. Let's see what Sacto is contributing to the live, guys. He's got SMPW on. He's got watch on SMPW, Sun Pacific Holding. Interesting. It's a penny stock. Some good gains, guys. Some really good gains on this stock. I like it. How much is it up? 51% today. Huge. I like this stock, Sacto. Tell me more about it if you know more about it. Telecommunications equipment. What's the hype on this stock? Someone tell me, man. Sun Pacific Holding Corporate. Doesn't look to be stopping anytime soon. I don't see any signs of a reversal on the 1 hour chart. Let's have a look at what's happening in the smaller time frames. Seems to be consolidating here, waiting for a larger move. Seems to be consolidating. Let's see what's happening in the... I don't like the 30-minute. Let's have a look what's happening in the 5-minute. Oh, there we go. We got some consolidation. Some good old consolidation, guys. Let's wait for a breakout here. Potential breakout. Sun Pacific. Hope this helps you, Sacto. 95%. Insane. Insane move this was. Insane move. Let's see if we have another breakout here, guys. Live, watching this live. Let's see what happens. 130% in 2 days. That's insane. That is insane. Yeah. Because considering we're at lows here, it's 20th of January. Seems to have popped off just at the beginning of the new year, guys. So this is definitely a stock that's. I want to give this a quick Google because Sacto's not giving me some information here that I need. Let's see what the stock does. Sacto, if you got any information on the stock, feel free to leave it in the live chat because you clearly may know more about this. But I'm just giving it a quick Google. So let's see what SMPW are up to. SMPW is the name. It says telecommunications, but I don't quite believe that. Jay, we're looking at SNPW right now. SNPW, Sun Pacific Holding Corporation. It's Energy Solution. So wait, are you telling me this is a solar stock? This might be a solar stock. Yeah, it is. Company offers solar bus stops. Wow. Solar bus stops. Solar trash cans. Whoa, this stock is interesting. This stock is very interesting. Let's watch for the breakout, guys. Let's see what happens on this. Looks like it might break soon. Squeezing here in the triangle. But Sun Pacific Holding, guys, recycle waste to energy, but they also specialize in solar trash cans, solar bus stops. Essentially another solar stock which you guys need to keep your eyes on this one. Is there any big news on this, Sacto? Is there any new directors, new investment? Is there any institutional investing going on here with Sun Pacific? I'm just doing some research as we speak, but it's got a rating as a strong buy at the moment from several analysts. So for me, but the question is now a good entry? I'm thinking from an investment point of view, Sacto. From a trading point of view, you could wait for this breakout right here live, guys. But Sun Pacific, I want to know what price target they got from analysts. Let's have a look if any analysts have got any price targets. SMP. Okay, SNPW. N for November, J, not SM. SNP. SNPW. Stock price target. So right now it's trading at what? 9 cents. This could be only 8-9 cents. Gosh. Oh my goodness. Sacto, I think you're onto something here. Sacto's onto something here, guys. We're finding these stocks live. Sacto, thanks for the recommendation of this stock. In terms of price targets, what are analysts saying? This could be 1,000% stock potentially. I'm seeing there's not many price targets, unfortunately, at the moment on the stock. Yeah, totally, Sacto, totally. Especially in this climate when people are, there's the amount of investment going into solar stocks. And this business model is definitely worthy of more investment. Considering it's gone up in, I quote Sacto saying 130% in 2 days. It's definitely an interesting stock, but unfortunately there's not much information on it, Sacto, in terms of price targets. I'd like to see what analysts are saying. Unfortunately, it seems like it's a new one. It's a new stock to the party. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be stopping at the moment, but I'm interested to see this. The day, look, it's already gone up 53% for the day, Sacto. That's not to say it's not going to move anymore, but something to be conscious of, because after a stock makes a move of 53% in 1 day, it does make you think if that's going to continue or not, because that's a huge move. I'm going to find some news on it. Is there any news on SMPW, guys? People are just starting to find out about this stuff. Yeah, true. I'm totally with you, man, because you know what? I might buy in some shares right now. Let's have a look. Let's see if I've got several platforms open here. Sacto, 130%. We'll add to the watch list. Well done, Biju. Biju's got that on his watch list. Jay Bavis, what are you saying? It's going to drop 7% right now. Jay, don't just call out numbers if you haven't done any analysis on it. How do you know, Jay? Tell us why is it going to drop 7%? Right, SMPW. Guys, if you're not invested in NNDM, I don't really know what to tell you guys because that stock's huge. NNDM, guys, if you haven't heard of it. Sacto, what platform are you buying this stock on? I'm assuming you're based in the US. What platform are you using? I'm interested to know. Come on, Jay, take it more seriously, man. We can't just have numbers being called out here. 7%, how do you know it's going to drop 7%? What are you basing that off? I'm waiting for it to... It's clearly squeezing in this triangle here. So let's see what potentially happens. But there's not much... I'm not seeing much news on it, but there is some... there's clearly a few people saying this is a strong buy right now. It's got huge strength right now. The momentum is huge on this stock right now, guys. The volume is quite low. If you guys can see that on my chart, the volume's pretty low, so it will be interesting to see whether this, in terms of a bankruptcy score, it's pretty safe. So the financials are looking good. It looks quite like it's got its financials are pretty healthy right now. Yeah, but Jay, how would you know it's going to go 7%? Yeah, you're looking at my chart, but how would you know that? Okay, right now it's trading at what? 9 cents, Sacto says. Yeah. Just trying to find some more information on it, guys, because the stock is... It's one of those underdogs that no one's really spoken about. 95%. Year to date, guys, year to date on this stock, year to date it's gone up 2,800%. That's insane. 2,800% on SNPW. It's unfortunate maybe that's a good thing though, that there's not crazy information on it, because as soon as information comes out on it, as soon as some news comes out on it, that is when you see the even bigger move. So it's probably a good thing that there's not much news coverage on the stock yet, in my opinion. I'm still trying to work out here, Sacto, where to buy the stock. But look, it's squeezing right now. Might have a breakout very, very soon. You guys are looking at this live. Oh, we need volume to pick up here for this breakout. It's squeezing. The volume is dropping. We're waiting for some buyers to take this to the next level. Sacto, how heavy are you invested in SMPW? I'm interested to know. Okay, here's a move happening. Is it gonna happen? It's following the 9 EMA here pretty tight. Based on supply and demand, well, what I see is wasn't able to break higher, it went lower. Okay. Not sure what J means there, but this is clearly a bullish pattern here, Jay. So welcome to anyone who's just joined the live. We are looking at SNPW right now. Thanks to Sacto, who's also watching live. This stock is invested in is primarily based surrounding solar energy. So with Joe Biden confirmed, that's only going to push the stock higher. We're waiting for this breakout. It's taking its time. You got to be patient with these moves. You really got to be patient with these moves. 3,000 USD. Nice. How much are you up by? What percentage you up by, Sacto? Please tell me you've doubled your money. Please tell me you've doubled your money. Not much. Penny's a gamble. Kind of scared. Yeah, for sure. Penny stocks. I try to avoid the penny stocks because you get a lot of pumps and dumps, don't you? To be honest, penny stocks are great for day trading. If you're just buying shares, oh, here's a pop, guys. Here's a pop. Maybe this is what we were waiting for. It's pulled back in. The volume is way too low for any move here. So if the volume doesn't pick up here, we may not see the move we are expecting. Let's come back to SNPW. Okay, you're up 200%. That's insane. That's really, really good. Riot was a great move today. It's consolidating here again. I believe it's going to have a pullback. Okay, let's see what Jay, you've got a good point. Maybe it does sell off. Who knows? For me, this is a bullish continuation pattern. We've got we do have higher lows here. We do have a lower high here, but judging from these previous moves, with the volume being so weak, you can't rule out a downside. You can't rule out a slight pullback, but this is for me a clear bullish continuation. So let's see what happens here. It's definitely taking its time because buyers and sellers are just maybe arguing over where they want to see this stock go. But this candle indicates to me there's some indecision in the market here. But you usually see this with triangles anyway. So we're going to get a squeeze here before we see an eventual breakout. Thanks for anyone who's just joined the live. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions in the live chat. Say hello in the live chat. Drop me a like on this live if you haven't done so already. We've got a pending breakout here on SNPW. It's squeezing like crazy. You can't even see the candle on this last one. It's just a line. So let's see what happens. What do you think is better? Oh, Sacto, I'm invested in both. I'm invested in NIO and CCIV with the SPAC merger coming up for CCIV with Lucid Motors. The thing is, they're both great stocks, Sacto. The thing is, CCIV is still a rumor. There's nothing really confirmed yet, if I'm not mistaken. So NIO for me is a better investment at this point. CCIV is a bit more of a riskier investment, but potential for the upside is going to be on both. So they're both great stocks to be investing in. If you look at CCIV right now, where is CCIV? I had it in my long-term holds. If you look at CCIV now, it's just made a move to the upside. We're up 5.5% today, which is great. We had a downward sloping wedge. It broke the pattern, and we've seen a continuation to the upside. Expect it to reach, hopefully the 20s. And then hopefully next week we should retest the 20 level. Maybe even the 21 level, depending on how many buyers are there. But for me, NIO is the better purchase right now from an investment point of view. Their output of sales are much better. Their business model, the way they operate, they're based in China. They already opened themselves up to a huge market. So for me, NIO is a better investment. Sacto, if you haven't seen my NIO video, definitely check that out. I'm gonna link it into the live chat so you guys can check it out. But that NIO video, I've actually edited the video to include to include some interviews with William Lee. William Lee is the founder and CEO of NIO. And look at the move, guys. Look at this move. You just have to play this down, the break of the downtrend. That's all you have to wait for. And you could have caught this huge move on NIO, up 4.4% as we speak. And yeah, recommend a couple of my friends. Hope they find the time to join. Oh, thanks, Biju. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Really, really appreciate that, Biju. Thanks for everyone who is watching live. We are going to catch some crazy moves in this year to come. I'm planning on doing this live hopefully every day of the year. Pretty dedicated to this. I am passionate about trading, investing, financial freedom, personal finance, all of that. I'm going to link the NIO video for Sacto to watch. Just give me 1 second, guys, before I get back to the charts. Okay. All right, Sacto, I'm going to link this here. Check this video out, and when you get a moment, check out that video. I'm going to pin the message so you guys can watch what I've edited for NIO, why it's so exciting. Why am I so excited about NIO? You just need to check out that video, and you'll probably be just as excited. Well, the thing is, the stock price in itself, regardless of the fundamentals, the stock price is telling you one thing. Look how steep this upward trend is. They're coming for the Tesla, they're coming for the Mercedes, they're coming for the Toyota, they're coming for all mainstream car manufacturers out there. They're going to take a huge market share. Clear upward trend forming here on NIO if you haven't seen it already. Sacto, we are based in most of my subscribers are actually based in the UK as well as myself. So, but nothing exciting is happening in the UK in terms of stocks, which is why I stick to the old US stocks, because that's where everything's happening. That's where the excitement is. Thanks, Sacto. Yeah, definitely check it out. Let me know some feedback if you got any comment. Drop a comment on the video and let me know what you think. But the William Lee, who is the founder of NIO, he has been likened to Elon Musk. His characteristics, his personality, his intelligence, his IQ is very, very similar to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is an extremely intelligent person, but William Lee, gosh, he understands business just as good as Elon Musk, if not better. It could be argued that he has a better business mindset. It went to the upside. What did I say, Jay? Jay, what made you think it was going to go down? I really don't understand, Jay. Okay, let's check out what's happening to SNPW. Sacto, you mentioned this earlier. SNPW, let's see what's happening. Are we making that move? There we go. There's the breakout. But the volume is too low, guys. I don't like the volume here. Unless I see volume at these previous levels, you're not going to see the move. Look, there's sellers stepping in because your buyers aren't pushing. This could be a fake out, guys. This could be a fake out. So turns out Jay might be right on this sell-off here. Penny stocks are risky. Penny stocks are risky. It looks like a fake out here. What you want to do, guys, when you're trading these breakouts, you want to make sure you're looking at sufficient volume. If there's not enough buyers in the market, the breakout's not going to do anything. It's just going to stay and consolidate, and this continue to consolidate. I've seen it happen so many times. If you see volume as high as this, where you saw this huge rally, look at these green bars. Look at the volume right now. This should not really interest many people if you're looking to quickly scalp this stock. If the volume is so low, then just stay away, because you're just going to get burnt. Thanks for anyone who's just joined the live. Be sure to drop a like on this video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Feel free to leave any questions in the live chat, because there's 11 of you here, guys, but I'm only speaking to Sacto and Jay. So get some questions in, get some stocks in that you're looking at. SNPW is weak, so anyone looking to trade it, probably don't trade it until you see high enough volume levels. Right now, the volume is too low, so nothing exciting going to be happening here. SunW, another solar stock, which I love. Huge upside potential. Look at the upward trend here, guys. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon, so I'm considering getting into this with a few shares here. Maybe, maybe about 100 shares of this could do well over the next year. Seeing as though Joe Biden, Jay's just flagged Apple. Let's see what's happening on Apple, Jay. Is it testing all-time highs, Jay? Oh, here we are. Jay, nothing's happening here with Apple. I'll only be looking at Apple again once we retest the 138.76. If we see a sell-off, then I'll play to the puts at the break of the supply zone. But Apple's being really strong right now. This is the third time it's testing all-time highs here, as you can see from my daily time frame. Nearly 4 Rock. Not come across Nearly 4 Rock before. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. Dude, have you looked at Polar? Got in at 8.53. It's been completely mental. Now I like it. Thanks for mentioning it. Let's have a look at Polar. Seen as though Nearly 4 Rock. What a name. Nearly 4 Rock. Nearly 4 Rock is in the building. And yes, we've seen these moves happen. There's a lot of these. Polar Power is the name, guys. Electronic technology, equipment, instruments. Right now, the technicals are saying it's a strong buy, as you can see from my trading view point of view. But I'm going to look into the technicals right now, see if there's anything funny going on here that we need to be aware of. Clear step up here. Continuing to step up. Could see this move pretty quickly. Biju says, my capital blocked in a couple of boring UK portfolios. Applied for Tastyworks, waiting for it to be activated. Yeah, Biju, I completely agree. Tastyworks is taking ages to activate accounts right now, so if you are waiting for that, just be patient. I believe it's taking 9 business days to get accounts approved. They're extremely busy. Nearly 4 Rock, you were called that at primary school. Jeez. Well done for holding on to that name, man. The fundamentals look really good. Yeah. Fundamentals. Let's have a look at the fundamentals, shall we? Nearly 4 Rock is called a great stock here, guys, so let us check it out. Someone's just dropped me. What's the Nearly 4 Rock? I'm interested to know what's your thoughts on the fundamentals. I'm going to give it a search and I'll tell you my opinion, but I'm interested to know what you're thinking. Polar Power stock. Any price targets on there? Let's have a look if any analysts have any price targets. It's always worth knowing if the analysts have any price targets. Currently trading at $20.69. So it's a stock that's definitely moving. Okay. What's the previous high, guys? Previous high here, 23.71, trading at 20, potential $3 still move to the upside. There's no sort of sell-offs, no extreme sell-offs, which is good to know. There's some consolidation here in more recent times. At the beginning of the year, we had a strong consolidation in this triangle, a squeeze, saw a breakout, pullback, breakout, clear step-ups. So it does look great on the technicals. Nearly 4 Rock says he is not aware of any price targets. That would not surprise me. I'm giving it a search right now as we speak, and I don't see any price targets. But I might stick a cheeky $500 on it. How about a cheeky $500? Ajish, welcome. I think you were on the live yesterday. Am I correct, Ajish? Whoever's just joined the live, make sure you hit a like. It would really be appreciated, as it does help the channel out. Huge customer base. Just look at their customer. Okay, Nearly 4 Rock is onto something here. What's their revenue? I'm going to look at their accounts. Polar Power. Just giving it a search now, guys. That's the spirit. I like it. It's a shame only a few of you are active in the chat. We've got 12 people here. Let's get some more conversation going. So Ajish asks, what's your take on Facebook? Overpriced before the earnings next week. Facebook's a great long-term hold, guys, but I'm going to switch to the charts on Facebook to give Ajish some analysis on there. But Polar Power. I've just written polar power down, SMPW. Guys, solar energy is huge right now. Renewable energy, if you can invest in renewable energy right now, there are a few ETFs available to invest in to catch the whole move if you're not interested in stocks. I'll try and let you guys know of that on Instagram. But I'm telling you guys, man, solar energy, drone technology, electrical vehicles, that is mainly where I'm invested in for 2021. That's where a lot of huge money is flowing into those sort of industries. So, guys, don't miss out on the opportunity. Only invest in as much as you're willing to lose. And don't afraid to take profits. Never be afraid to take profits. Facebook. Let's have a look at Facebook. Sorry, Ajish. Slightly sidetracked there. Let's have a look at Facebook. Because Ajish is liking Facebook, but he's wondering whether it's overpriced before the earnings next week. So let's have a look. So we got earnings coming up on January 27th. Ajish. Oh, really appreciate that, Nilly. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get to your question on when to take profits. I'll tackle that question from an investing and trading point of view, but let's look at Ajish's question here. So Ajish is looking at Facebook, everyone. Ajish is looking at Facebook for the potential run for earnings. I myself don't trade earnings. I like to trade before earnings and then see direction of the stock and trade after earnings. I don't swing over earnings. I've been burnt way too many times to be doing that anymore. It's risky. So be prepared to lose your full investment if you're swinging earnings for anyone out there. It's a very risky strategy, but it can obviously, for several reasons, it can make you a lot of bank. But so as you can see from Facebook, guys, I haven't really charted it so much recently, but clear sell-off zone, supply zone here at the price level between 278.99 280. We're seeing a lot of sellers there at this point in time. We've got a nice V-shaped recovery on Facebook, bounced at the huge level of demand. That demand is that demand is old school, guys. This demand zone has been relevant since 22nd of September and 30th of July. So you can tell this demand there's still plenty of buyers here willing to buy up Facebook around this $250 mark. So, so considering it's jumped from the demand, the move's already happened. Ajish, unfortunately, you've missed the big move here on Facebook. Now, I'm not saying there's not going to be another big move after earnings or before earnings. Earnings is on the 27th of January, if anyone didn't catch that. But considering we're now at a level of supply, yeah, Nilly, I'm gonna get to all of those stocks and give you my take on that. I'm invested in AMD. I'm currently invested in NNDM. I'm invested in NIO, and I have previously been in Apple, but not back in Apple from an investment point of view. But AMD, NNDM, NIO, they're all future-proof stocks. So unless you need those profits, unless you need the money, and if you want to reduce your risk at all, then scale out of those trades. Scale out of the trades, take some profits off the table, keep your original investment in the stocks, and just neutralize your profits. That's probably the best thing to do. But all of those stocks, from the looks of it, are long-term holds. They are long-term investments, so that you shouldn't have any reason to be scaling out of those stocks anytime soon, unless you need the money. Anyone who's just joined the live, feel free to drop a like on this video. That goes for anybody else watching. So yeah, like I said, Ajish, we are clearly seeing some rejection here at this supply zone. So in terms of trading, okay, in that case, Nilly, then scale out of some of the trades, reduce your investments in those trades. If you've made some profit, take out the profit and keep your original investment in those trades. So Ajish, with this, I would personally be waiting for the break of this supply zone to retest the next supply zone. If it doesn't break this supply zone, look, we've got clear sell-offs here, as you can see. We've had 2 sell-offs in this zone, maybe 3 actually if you want to go back. We've had 3 sell-offs in this zone. So you don't want to be trading calls when you're touching a supply zone. I hope that makes sense, Ajish. So if you're playing this into earnings, I'll be waiting to see if it reaches above 280. If it reaches above 280, we've got a high chance of reaching the next profit target, right? Which is... my chart seemed to be moving there. Thanks, Nilly. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. We'll catch you on the lives some point in the future as well. We're going to be doing this on a daily basis, and hopefully you guys can get the most of it. So Ajish, don't trade this stock until we see clear direction. If we trade above this supply zone, then this will then become a demand zone, and then we can retest the next supply zone. So you'll probably get to 290, hopefully. If the results are good, which I'm expecting them to be good, there's no reason why Facebook should be struggling in this climate. They've got a strong business model, as they have done for several years. So for me, I'm still bullish, but this is a huge rally which we've already experienced on Facebook. So whether the momentum still continues, you'll have to wait till after earnings or to see the price above this supply zone. So Ajish, I hope that makes sense. Give me a thumbs up if you've heard that and that makes sense. It'd be nice to have your feedback. So Broad Flow, welcome Broad Flow. I've not heard from you before. Nearly 4 rot. I feel you, man. Not easy. I've been and correcting my positions lately. I have a good diversity. Diversity is key, Broad. Well done. Well done. Broad knows what he's doing with investing. Always have a diversified portfolio. Don't put all your money in cryptocurrency like some people do. Make sure your investments are spread, and make sure you limit any risk. By limiting risk, you would need to diversify your portfolio. Swing trade, so diversity in my portfolio. Swing trades, long terms, a bit of everything. I feel confident. Yeah, bro, you want to make sure that whatever you're investing in, those stocks have good financials, good fundamentals. There's good news on the stocks. They have a good business model, and they're future-proof. Now, the stocks I'm invested in are future-proof at this point in time. Electrical vehicles, solar energy, hydrogen energy, renewable energy, drone stocks. Those are the stocks you want to be looking at for 2021. Now Joe Biden is officially in office. There's only going to be more investment pouring into solar energy. So you've heard it here. So make sure you take it on board. So you guys can see just from trading these supply and demand zones, which I have charted, you can catch some huge moves. And you just got to be patient. I teach this to my members. Ajish, really appreciate it, man. No, anytime. Ask me any questions you need, Ajish. Don't feel shy. Don't feel embarrassed to ask any question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. What software tool are you using for the stock analysis? So this is actually a website. I share it to my members, Ajish. We all use the same software. We use several. We all use generally the same software, platforms, depending on where you're based, of course. But if you're based in the UK, yeah, Broad, hydrogen and solar. I'll give you guys something I've been invested in for some time now. Plug was a great plug. I'm well over 100% on this stock, and this is a recent investment of mine. Had I invested this in the earlier days, gosh, could have been up 4 times my money. But I'm up 100% currently on Plug, which is great. Hydrogen is a great stock to be in right now. AMD is a future-proof stock, guys. AMD is future-proof. I see this at $110. I see AMD at $110. The reason why the stock is struggling at this point in time is the supply. They've had supply chain issues, as have many semiconductors, graphic cards manufacturers such as NVIDIA, MU, Intel, Qualcomm. All those sort of companies have struggled for us due to supply chain issues. And the majority of these companies have said their supply chains will get corrected through the mid 2021. So I'm holding on to AMD because I think in the next 6 to 12 months, we should see this stock fly. But a good stock to invest in if you want to catch some upside on semiconductors is NNDM. I've called it probably 3-4 times on the YouTube channel now. I made a video on it about 2-3 days ago, if anyone's watched it. If you had caught it when I'd made the video, you would have seen the technical analysis I did on it. I had this triangle. I had this ascending triangle already charted on that video. We were purely just waiting for the breakout. So don't sleep on these moves, guys. If you are willing and ready to catch these moves, then definitely keep a lookout for these videos that I put. But I'm looking to go live every day this year, guys. I'm very dedicated to it, like I said. So hopefully I'll be giving you guys tremendous value over the course of this year. So Biju asks, one of Bitcoin-based ETF was in my watch list. Okay, XBT, but now FCA regulated and can't trade, I guess. Okay, yeah, Biju, I mean, I'm invested in Bitcoin. I'm invested in Bitcoin Cash. But for me, I've only invested how much I'm willing to risk, right? How much I'm willing to lose. So if I lose it, I lose it. I wouldn't put 10,000, I wouldn't just stick 10,000 into Bitcoin. It's just way too risky. The fluctuations on Bitcoin, it swings 8-9% every day. Bitcoin's not a sort of asset class you want to be sticking tons of money into, especially not at these stages. If you caught it towards these lows here, then fine, maybe stick some more money, because your risk to reward ratio is pretty high. Your reward potential by entering Bitcoin Cash at 266 and say Bitcoin at previous lows. But at these levels, you don't want to be putting large amounts of money in, because you can easily see huge downsides. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, XBT, there is some issues going on with the FCA. Obviously, FCA are going to try and stop the growth of cryptocurrency, because it's obviously a decentralized currency. Banks and governments, they're not going to be a huge fan of cryptocurrency because of its decentralized status. So Biju, definitely only put a percentage of your portfolio into cryptocurrency. Yeah, Biju, it's not, I mean, look, it's a risky investment, but like Broad was saying, Broadflow was saying, his portfolio is diversified, as is mine. You don't put all your money into one stock. You don't put all your money into one asset class, because that's where you get burnt and that's where you lose. Some days I win on some stocks, some days I lose on some stocks. Like you can see here on my charts. About 50-50. I've gained 50 on 50 of the stocks. I've lost on 50 of the stocks. So another stock I wanted to mention, guys, is HTBX. HTBX is very, very interesting. It's found support at the level of 526. I was invested in around 563, I believe. I'm up pretty decent on HTBX, but I think it's got some great upside potential. Analysts have given this stock a price target of $35. CNN have an article on it. So HTBX is a great stock. If anyone wants to see, if you put $100 in this stock, for instance, and it went to 35, you can only imagine the percentage gains on this type of stock. Just some breaking news here that the new UK coronavirus variant may be more deadly, so expect some fluctuations in the UK markets, but I'm not currently invested in massively in the UK markets. In terms of the UK markets, I'll tell you what I'm invested in. I'm invested in Rolls-Royce because I can see the upside potential. Right now it's struggling a lot, but I'm willing to be patient on Rolls-Royce because it has some huge upside potential. Ran is back in the building. Thanks for anyone who's just joined the live. Make sure you drop me a like, as it does help me out. So Rolls-Royce and SMT, Scottish Mortgage Trust, Investment Trust, these guys are invested heavily into the US tech market, which is why you can see these huge prices. It's an investment trust. I'm invested in them, and they've provided me consistent good gains over the years, so it's a very safe investment if anyone's looking from a UK investment perspective. So Rand wants to check out what GME is saying, GameStop. Let's have a look what GameStop is doing. Urban Revolution Culture asks, do you trade options? Yes, I trade options and I invest in shares and stocks. That is how I manage my portfolio. Day-to-day trading is via options trading, and investing is via stocks and shares. I tend to put 50% of trading profits back into shares. Biju says he has Rolls-Royce and Cineworld. Cineworld is a very sneaky one, Biju. That is a very sneaky stock because I think that is going to recover very, very well. As well as AMC. Who saw my AMC post about Amazon potentially looking to take over AMC? I posted that on YouTube as a post, and since that post went out, it was up like 45, 50%, whatever it was. GME is up 45%. Ran ONL says. Let's see what GME is saying. Wow. GME is running like crazy. GME is running like crazy. So you could play this breakout, guys, and you would have caught this huge move. $47 to $65. Gosh, even if you were just trading shares, not even options trading, that would have been huge. Urban Revolution asks, what companies do you trade options on? Well, too many to mention. That's all I can say. Urban Revolution, too many to mention. But yeah, I do have some stocks which I trade on a day-to-day basis, and some which I trade depending on news. But yeah, whoever called out GME, well done. GME is doing crazy, but this doesn't seem to be pulling back anytime soon. So considering how it's run already 47 to 65, it's already well past its average trading range. So do not chase this stock. It can sell off, it can find resistance like it has done here at 66, 68. So anytime, Urban Revolution, Culture. Thanks for joining the live to watch some live trading. What's your thoughts on ZOM? It's a huge catalyst on March. It has a huge catalyst on March. Broad flow is back in the building, suggesting some more stocks. Jay Bavis says, oh my God. That is a huge green candle, guys. We sometimes refer to that green candle as something crazy. But it looks like it is finding some resistance. I do say that, but the way this green candle is scary. It is scary, guys. It is scary. A lot of people... The thing is, with these type of trades, a lot of people would get scared and start taking profits, which is absolutely fine. But when it's running like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm just sitting here watching this, because I'm pretty salty that I missed out on this trade. But man, it's a huge move. I think it's going to hit 70. So Ran ONL says it's going to 100. I mean, I don't doubt it's going to 100, but going to 100 in a day? Don't think so. Ran ONL, give me some more information. Why do you think it's a $100 stock? I might put $100 into GME. Let's see. Might buy some shares. NNDM, guys, I keep telling you, NNDM. That is a stock for the future. Okay, GameStop is currently up 67%. That's insane, guys. That's absolutely insane. It's crazy. But for some reason, why is it only showing? Wall Street Bets, DD this past week, it's been bonkers. Short squeeze. Could it really go to 100? Wow, that's the biggest green candle on a 1 hour chart I've seen in a very, very long time. 15 viewers, anyone just joined the live? We are watching GameStop right now, which is moving like crazy. I unfortunately missed out on this trade. If anyone's new to the live, make sure you drop a like on this video. But GME, you know, it's been halted on Tastyworks. That's bad news. Usually after a halt, guys, we see a huge sell-off. So be careful if you are in this trade. If you are in this trade, be careful. If it's being halted, it looks to have stopped here at 72.82. We're watching this live. This is crazy. So price seems to have halted at 72.82, guys. The price is no longer moving. We are watching this live. We may see a huge sell-off. We may see a huge sell-off. Generally after halts, if a stock has been halted, guys, we will see a big sell-off. So let's see what happens. We're watching this live. Okay, stock has definitely been halted, guys. I'm seeing no movement. The stock is halted at 72.82. Now that's concerning. That is very concerning, guys. If a stock halts at 72.82, if it halts at all-time highs, we usually see a big sell-off, guys. So stay tuned. This is going to be very, very interesting. This could be a learning lesson for most of you watching. I'm not saying the stock isn't a good buy right now. It's potentially a good buy, but being halted right now is very, very concerning. Usually stocks get halted for several reasons, but sometimes it could be insider trading. It could be some sort of fraud, whatever it might be, some manipulation in the markets. But it's been halted for a while right now. I can see this live on my charts, which is very, very concerning. If anyone's new to the live, make sure you drop a like on this live. It would help me out. Still showing is halted here, RAN ONL. Anyone who's just joined the live, we're watching GME, GameStop. It has just gone through a huge, huge rally here, guys. It's been halted at 72.82. Usually when we see stocks being halted here, we see big sell-offs afterwards. Now let's see what happens here. We are on the 1 hour chart. Let's go down to the 1 minute, 3 minute chart. Let's see what's happening down. Huge, huge rally, guys, today. Huge upside. Doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Welcome to anyone watching this live for the first time. Drop me a like, as it will help me out, guys. We're watching GameStop Corporation. Insane move, but it's being halted. And anyone invested in GameStop, anyone trading GameStop, be careful for a sell-off here. BG, you will find this interesting because what happens after this could be disastrous. I've seen this happen before, guys, with a few stocks. And from my experience, every time a stock has been halted, it has caused a huge sell-off. Now, like I said, there's several reasons for a stock being halted. It could be insider trading. It could be several reasons, fraudulent activity. Something could have happened with the business. Could be something but this huge green candle makes me very, very concerned, because usually when a stock halts, that creates a lot of concern in the markets. And generally, if I had entered this trade, as soon as the stock releases from its halt, I would look to exit. And that everyone looking to exit because of this huge halt, they will then all sell off, and there'll be a huge sell-off. At which point, if there is a huge sell-off, that's good for me and you or whoever's watching, because we will then buy in at the dip, which will be absolutely beautiful for us. RAN ONL. Wall Street Bets obviously have made some comments on this. Jay Bavis in the building has said that we should expect a sell-off. I agree with you, Jay. I agree with you. I think a sell-off is coming. It's not moving here. RAN ONL, give us an update what you're seeing on Tastyworks. But at this point in time, my charts are telling me this stock has been halted. There is no movement. Welcome to anyone who's just joined the live. We are watching GameStop. GameStop is where it's at, guys, in the markets as of now. Something exciting is happening. Something interesting is happening. We have just gained some subscribers, so welcome to anyone who's just subscribed to the channel. We are looking to provide you guys with the most value to the markets. Hopefully you guys can catch some trades. We're looking to do this live on... Oh, here's the sell-off, guys. Oh, but it's caught momentum again. It's caught, the buyers have pushed the price up again. And there we go. There we go. So there was a short sell-off. But whether we see a bigger sell-off, this will be very interesting. Buyers have not held the price up. Price is dumping. This might be a good entry point for anyone looking to buy the stock. I'm going to buy some shares as we speak. At the dip. At the dip. There's the sell-off. There's the sell-off, guys. Who's going to get in with me with some shares at the dip? Look at the sell-off, guys. Look at the sell-off. Incredible. This is incredible, guys. I called it. I told you the sell-off's coming. If we see a sell-off back to this level, if we see a sell-off, I'm going to be buying some shares very, very soon. A lot of people would have lost out on a lot of profits on this sell-off here. and everybody's selling out of their positions at this point in time from a psychological perspective. Sector, I'm going to look at S&PW just in a minute. I'm just looking to buy some shares at the support of GameStop. It looks like buyers are continuing to step back into the market here for GameStop. Will it sell off any more? That is the question. Doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. Currently trading at 64.35. At the moment, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what I think of GameStop, because there's definitely a reason why it got halted. There's definitely some concern in the market here. Buyers and sellers are fighting over this 5-minute candle here. Let's see what's happening on a 3-minute. Let's see what's happening on the 1 minute. Volume says buyers are kicking back in, guys. But I still see a potential for a sell-off. I still see a potential for some further reductions of price. The buyers are trying to push the price up. Buyer volume is picking up here. Clearly some fighting going on here, guys. Clearly fighting. Buyers and sellers are fighting for this price. Buyers are stepping back in. I really don't know what to think about it at this point. Buyers are stepping back in. Found support at the 21 EMA. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to set an alert on my charts. I'm going to set an alert for here. Just set a oh, it's just broken it and it just flew. That's crazy, isn't it, guys? We've just missed it. For me personally, there's just my alarm just gone off again. For me, that dip buy was the perfect purchase time. I was thinking about it, but it's too late. We missed it. We missed it. But usually after these halts, guys, we see that sell off. You want to buy at the dip, but who knew? Because this could have easily sold off even more, you know. So it was a risky entry point. S&PW, what's going on with S&PW? S&PW, looks like Jay was right. We had a sell-off here. We had a sell-off. Doesn't look like it's found support yet. I think it will find support roughly around 75. Let's chart this on here, guys. 75. It should find support here. If it doesn't, we might see a huge sell-off on S&PW. What's happening with GME? It's back up too high. Oh my goodness. So you could have bought at the dip here of 60 and caught $10 move. That's insane, isn't it? That is insane. That is absolutely insane. You could have caught $10 move within oh, is it halted again? What is going on here? Oh my goodness. Ran. This is turning into, this is a moment in history. We are witnessing a crazy moment in history. If it's halted for a second time, that will only mean there is something very, very strange going on with this stock right now. Something is very, very strange, because for me, there looks to be some manipulation going on here in the markets. Institutional traders, whatever it might be, something dodgy is happening here. Why would it get... I've never seen a stock halted for the second time. So, gosh, this is turning into a crazy, crazy day in the market for GME, GameStop, guys. If we see another sell-off back to 60, you better bet that I'm buying into this stock at 60.99, because you would have made a $10 move within a minute. Yeah, suspended, bro. What is happening with GameStop? Anyone got any other information on GameStop? I'm going to give it a Google. I'm going to give it a check on Twitter. Somebody's trying to short this stock. But guys, I'm setting an alarm here for 16.99. If we get a pullback to that level, I'll definitely be buying in, because I can see how much buying pressure in here. But it really concerns me to see such big swings. Somebody has lost a crazy amount of money from $73 down to 60. Whoever that was and got stopped out here, Whoa, you would have lost a huge amount of money. Clearly a lot of buying and selling pressure, a lot of fighting going on. Sellers took control here, buyers stepped in and drove that price all the way up. I'm going to set an alarm here for 60.99. In the meantime, let's have a look what's going on with Sun PW. Looks to have found support. Doesn't seem too bad on the 1 minute. Let's look at the 15 minute. Okay. GME, gosh. Halted near enough the exact price point. Liban Mohammed says search Wall Street bets on Reddit. Absolutely, Wall Street bets is where it's at, but don't always listen to Wall Street bets without doing your own due diligence, guys, because if you don't do your own checks, you're only going to lose by listening to people. You have to do your own checks, do your own fundamental analysis, and do your own technical analysis. But what's Wall Street Bet saying on GameStop, guys? Is there any information? I'd be interested to know. But it's currently halted at 73.09. I didn't see that coming again, but it clearly is someone's trying to chase that $100 price target for GameStop. Maybe the PS5s. Maybe the PS5s are driving this price. Speaking of PS5, we had a great stock we looked at on the live yesterday. Jay, can you remind me what stock we were looking at yesterday? Was it IMMB or something like that? Or was it I can't believe I forgot the stock. No, it wasn't IMMB. It was... Jay, do you remember the stock? IWWB? Dude, we found a great stock yesterday, but I've lost it. Anyway, what is happening with GME? It's still halted at 73.09. 73.09, guys. We might see another sell-off. If we see a sell-off to 60.99, I'll be buying some shares. We have some price targets from Wall Street Bets of $100. We can't say that's absolutely going to happen, but judging how the price has moved, it is insane, guys. It is insane. We had a break of the rising wedge, 47.72. We saw 73.09. Insane, isn't it? Insane. 73.09 currently halted, and it's a sell-off. It's a sell-off, guys. Here's the sell-off, but buyers are still trying to push it up. Am I going to get into this? Am I going to get into this trade? Let's see what's happening on the small. Wow, we're not seeing a sell-off yet. We're not seeing a sell-off. Hit 73.09. Something weird's going on. Will we see a sell-off? Okay, it's starting to sell off. Will I buy in? Now this is the question. Will I buy in? What point do I buy in? No, it's just running. It's running. Will it get halted again? No, it's retesting that 73.09, but it doesn't like that level. Will it push through 73.09? This will be interesting. This is going to get interesting. Will it break through 73.07? It's trying, and it's broken. Oh my goodness, guys. Didn't even get an entry point. It didn't even sell off, guys. It just is going. It's chasing whatever price target. It's chasing the $100. It's crazy. But it's going to have to find some resistance at some point. Here's some resistance. Don't chase it at this level, guys, whoever's watching, because it's too risky. Look at the selling pressure coming in here. On the 1 minute candle, we're getting some sellers. Potentially people taking profits. There's the sell-off. There may be a sell-off here. There's the sell-off, guys. People took profits, and there we go. And that's all she wrote, guys. That's all she wrote. There's the sell-off. I might find an entry point here. If it hits my level of 60.99, I'm going to be buying some shares. Currently waiting. Might see a bigger sell-off here, but there's buyers and sellers fighting over the stock here. We may see a bigger sell-off here. Here it comes, GME. GME currently trading at 71, up 44% already for the day. Can we see any more upside? I really doubt it, but look how it's moving. Look how it's moving. Oh my goodness, this stock is moving like crazy. Sell off potential. I've still got my entry point at 16.99. If we don't hit it, I'm not going to chase it, guys. Pretty volatile. You don't really want to be trading this, guys, if you're new to investing or trading. Too much volatility, you might get stopped out, you might lose a ton of money. We might see this sell off at any point. There's, oh, here we are. We got selling pressure coming in. Everyone taking their profits. People are taking their profits here, guys. They realize they're getting scared, they're getting worried, and here comes a bigger sell-off potentially. BlackBerry is huge, Ran. BlackBerry is huge. They've changed their whole business model, Ran. They are now not a B2C business, they're now a B2B business. Here comes the sell-off. Will we see my entry point of 16.99? That is the question. It doesn't look like it's happening. We're gonna have to be patient with this, but the volatility on this stock is moving from like $5 every candle on the 1 minute, which is like, it's crazy. So BlackBerry making its comeback. Yeah, we'll have a look at BlackBerry after we see what actually happens with this. But for me, there's clear selling pressure at 70.44, pushing the price down. I really can't imagine this stock running any more than it has today. It's already up 66%. Don't enter the trade at these levels, guys. Find a safer entry for a pullback, and for me, that would be at 16.99. If anyone's new to this live, make sure you drop a like on this live. It would help me out. But look at the selling pressure here. People taking profits. This is not a good entry point by any means. Let's have a look at BlackBerry whilst we're at it. I have an alert set for 16.99. If we don't hit that level, then I won't be entering the trade. Oh my goodness, it is going for it. Look at the volume, guys. You can see how much volatility is in this market right now. Higher than average volume on the 1 minute chart, which makes me very concerned. Look at the sell-off here. Look at the sell-off. Oh my gosh, the sell-off and the buying is just insane. Okay, we might get to my alert to get into this, but I've set it at 16.99. If we don't see 16.99, I'm not entering the trade, because for me that's a good entry point at these levels. Everything in the middle here is too choppy, way too choppy. Could have even bigger sell-off entering there, so a safer entry would be 16.99. I'm not going to chase it at these levels, because look at the candles. I've not seen candles on the 1 minute as wide as these before. So when will this end? Who knows? It might be to the rest of the trading day, guys. But whoever is joining this live now is up for a roller coaster, because this stock is not stopping. The volume is starting to fade out here. I think there's people buying and trying to sell, trying to take profits. Most people are taking profits here. There's more sellers than buyers here. Will we see 16.99? That is the question. Here it is. We're seeing the sell-off coming now. We're seeing the sell-off. If it holds this 21 EMA, that is a good sign. If it breaks through the 21 EMA, we'll see a straight flush. But it's holding that 21 EMA to the T, as you can see from the candle. It's fighting. The buyers are fighting to keep the price up here. Will we see the break of 21 EMA? It's testing it again. There's the break. It's broken through 21 EMA. Will we see 16.99? Yes, we will. Here comes the sell. Here comes the big sell-off, guys. Here comes the big sell. That's why you don't chase. You never chase. All right. Will we see 16.99? I've got a strong support level. 16.99 is where we retested on the last sell-off. Will we see 16.99 for an entry point? If we see too much selling pressure, we might break through the support of 16.99. It's at 63 now from 76, so it's already a $9 move to the downside from all-time highs. I don't know if you guys are watching this, but this is intense. It looks like it's halted again. Has it halted? Anyone on platforms? I'm looking at the charts. If anyone's got on the platform, has this been halted? It looks like it's halted. suspended again. Oh my goodness. It's been halted 3 times, guys. It's been halted 3 times. Now this is I've never experienced this ever. This is the first time I've ever experienced this. So you guys are watching this live for the very first time. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Now what's going to happen now is you're just going to see a straight flush. You may see a straight flush, guys. So if anyone's invested in this, be very, very careful. Broad flow, yeah, no, I mean, you can still enter. I'm saying if there's still buying pressure at 16.99 for the reversal to retest. But for me, if it's been halted 3 times, this just makes me very, very worried. Very, very worried. Because we may see a straight flush back down to 49.06. Right back down to the initial wedge. That strong red candle means something is being pumped and dumped here. Guys, something is being pumped and dumped here, which means someone might be pumping this stock and then dumping it, which is probably giving rise to this halting of the stock. If it's being halted 3 times, there's definitely some huge concerns here. Somebody is either manipulating the stock here, and there could be huge money flowing in and out of the stock, which makes it very, very concerning. So I'm going to stay put for this, guys, because for being halted the 3rd time, we may see a straight flush, and that is going to be very, very worrying. Someone's either lost a ton of money already from this sell-off. You probably can't exit your trade. You probably can't enter a trade right now. So the volatility on this stock has been insane. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. RAN ONL. RAN ONL, who are you referring to? Are you referring to an individual here, or what? Insane, man. That's absolutely insane. It's absolutely crazy. But as soon as it broke that 21 EMA, that strong sell-off was coming. So whoever's RAN ONL, that's insane. Yeah. RAN ONL, that is crazy. Someone went from 53k to 7.3 million. I bet the market's trying to tell him that he can't have his money. That's why it's being halted. He's like, you just ticked 7 million off it. Some Reddit user got it. Some guy went from 53,000 to 7.3. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. What was he trading? Options? He was probably trading options, right? Well, you would have had to be trading options. He must have been playing in the money contracts, scalping. Oh, right. Okay, he made monthly updates. That's insane. So he must have been a investor from the early days, I guess. What's happening to Sun W? What's happening to SMPW? What did I say, guys? Guys, you watching this live, right? I call this support level. Obviously, it's slightly lower. It's trying to break that. It's trying to break that support level now as we speak. If we don't break the support level, we'll then we'll go and retest that previous high in the candle in the triangle. But it's attempting. The buyers are holding it at the support level here on SMPW. So no one believed in GameStop. Yeah, I mean, if you have your strong fundamentals, it's still being halted, guys, which is very, very worrying. Very, very worrying. Yeah, it's definitely been brought about by Sony, guys, this rally. PlayStation 5 is doing wonders for these businesses. PlayStation 5 sales are at record highs, you know, PlayStation sales. The new PlayStations are always beating previous PlayStation sales. But it's still being halted. GameStop is still being halted. Oh, it's just come undone. What's happening here? Buyers are trying to push the price up. Oh, that's my entry point. That was my entry point. But it's not actually hit the level. So will we see a sell-off, guys? Will we see a sell-off? Oh my goodness. Dude, this is crazy. Click the link and check his gains. He's going down in history. Yeah, that guy is going down in history. If this goes to $100, he is going to be talked about for years. It's found resistance here at 68.95, the level which I had charted. Will we see a continued sell-off, or will we see a retest of all-time highs? Buyers and sellers again. Huge volatility, guys. Huge volatility. Stay out of this trade if you are new to trading and investing. Will we see a sell-off to 16.99? That is the level I want to enter in at. If they don't give me 16.99, I'm staying away from this. Yeah, man. Trading this would give you a heart attack, guys. Trading this would make you super rich and super poor in about 15 minutes. So don't involve yourself with a stock that fluctuates as much as this. There's clearly sellers pushing the price down, so I'm expecting a huge sell-off here, guys. Huge sell-off coming in, guys. Huge sell-off. I'm waiting for 16.99 to test, because that's a strong support level. If we find support there, then we could retest 76. You could make a huge... Right, here we come. Here it comes. Come on, come on. We're still below the 21 EMA, which is a good sell-off sign. Will we test the 55 EMA? It's touching... Oh, we got buying pressure coming in. This is very interesting to watch, but will we get into this stock? 16.99 is my entry point. 16.99 is my entry point. Come on. We got red volume. We got selling pressure coming in. There it is. There it is. Come on. Come on. More selling pressure. More selling pressure. 16.99. It's not quite tested. Here it is. Will it sell through? If it breaks through, is this support? Is this support? No, it's broken through. It's broken through. No trade from me unless it finds support. We've got a huge sell-off coming off. It's found support, guys. Buyers are stepping in. Could this be an entry point? Could this be the entry point? Waiting for this candle to close on the 1 minute before entering. More sell pressure, more selling pressure coming in. Buyers and sellers are fighting at this level here. This level is very key, guys. Very, very key for what happens next. We either see a reversal to the upside or we see a continued sell-off. Right now I'm bearish. No entry for me. Here comes the sell-off. Will it retest that previous support? We've got support here at 60.56. Will we break through? Will we break through? It's trying. Buyers are keeping it up. Here it comes. Sell off, sell off. Buyers. Oh! This is very, very tricky, guys, to trade. So no entry for me at this point. Here comes a sell-off. Here comes a bigger sell-off. Have we found support? It's really trying to sell off here. Sellers are trying to push the price down. Buyers step in. Oh my gosh, this is giving people a heart attack, whoever's watching this. It's going to sell off. Selling pressure coming in. Come on. Oh my god, this is giving people... This is making me nervous, bro. Come on, come on. Sell off. Sell off. Selling pressure coming in. Come on. This candle is basically what's going to happen next. Whatever happens with this candle will tell you what happens next. Oh, there's the sell-off. There's the sell-off, guys. Sellers took over. Sellers took over and buyers trying to keep it up. Buyers trying to oh my god. This is insane, guys. This is absolutely insane. And there is your support. But this level is key here. Sellers stepping in. Buyers that I can't even commentate on this anymore because this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. The volume is insane. You don't know what's going to happen next. It's found support here. Found support here. We may see a reverse. This looks like a reversing candle, engulfing bullish candle here on the green. Let's see where it closes in at for an entry point. You don't have to follow my trades, guys. It's just something I am doing. There's clearly buyers trying to keep this price up here, guys. It's found support at 58.89. Looks like a bear flag forming. We might see a bigger sell-off here. Currently not in the trade, guys. We may see a bigger sell-off. How can the price run up and down like that, like crazy? That's insane. $16 move up to the upside, downside, crazy. Within about 20 minutes. Buyer pressure coming in. Will we see a sell-off? Will we see a sell-off? 59. Come on, come on, come on. What is... It's found support, guys. This looks like it's found support. But for me, this looks like a bear flag. It could be a setup for a further sell-off. This could be a setup for a further sell-off, guys. Looks like it's found support, guys. It does look like it's found support. Here comes sell-off. Here comes the sell-off. Come on. Sell-off, sell-off. Will it break? Will it break? Will it break? 58.80 there is broken. It's broken. Will we see the sell-off now? We should see a huge sell-off here. I'm not in the trade, guys, just for anyone wondering. Oh my goodness. All those gains gone. All those gains gone, guys. Will we find support though? The question is, where is the support? Because right now it's not finding support. Whoever's shorting this, you guys must be making some bucks. Whoever is shorting. Next level of support, guys. Will it keep? There's the sell-off. Next level of support. Will it break? 57.99. Looks like it will. There it is. Huge sell-off. I'm going to be buying when it finds support, guys. So it's not found support yet. This sell-off is crazy. Considering how much it's run up. Never seen a sell-off like that. It's not even found support yet. We're still seeing sell-offs here. Huge sell-off. More selling pressure. I'm thinking it's going to retest the wedge, guys. It's going to retest the wedge. Whoever's watching this live, this is crazy. We're going to retest the wedge. Looks like there's no other level. There's a level of support here at 54.70. Some buyers stepping in here. Will we see 54.70? Looks like it's finding support here. Don't trade here, guys, until we see support, because clearly it's in a sell-off mode right now. As it broke below that level, I would expect it to retest. 54.70 would be a good price. But these are all fake outs, guys, so don't think this is a reversal, because it's happened before and then we've had a huge sell-off. Hopefully, oh, here we go. Okay, it's breaking. Have we found support? I'm going to just draw a quick downward trend line here because it makes me more comfortable to see what's happening. See this downward trend, guys? This is a downward trend. Now, you don't enter until you see the break of that downward trend. Will it break? Looks like it's breaking the downward trend here. Found support, 56.53. We'll wait for the candle to form above the upward trend. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't know. Because of this huge sell-off here, it makes me slightly concerned. It's fighting to break the upward trend, the downward trend, sorry, but doesn't seem to be doing it right now. I think we're going to see a bigger sell-off. Let's look at BlackBerry in the meantime. I'm going to set an alarm here. Set an alert. This could be a good entry for 60.99, which I still have charted. Man, this just wants to keep you. This wants to keep you just watching the stock. I'm just going to readjust this downward trend because I don't quite like it. This looks like the reversal of the downtrend, guys, but we're seeing sell-off here. We're seeing some sell-off. All right, don't know about you guys, but game is taking up all the attention here. Let's see what BlackBerry is saying, because I know someone mentioned BlackBerry. Yeah, BlackBerry was a great move. We already saw that move happen. Seems to be consolidating here. Won't be investing at this point. GME 57.50. There's the sell-off. Wow. Oh my goodness. I think we're going to retest 54.70 as a strong support level. As you can see, there's a strong support here. It's coming down to 54.70, guys. I called it. Who's watching this? Let's watch this. 54.70. If we break through there, then we're going to get a bargain for this stock. Come on, 54.70. Get me 54.70, man. Come on. It's found support here. No, it should definitely test 54.70 in my opinion. Maybe this is support here as well. But I think 54.70. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. No, surely not there. I think it's going to retest the downward trend line before it comes down to 54.70, guys. What a crazy stock to be trading, guys. Who mentioned this? Was it Ran? I think it was Ran ONL. Ran ONL mentioned this stock. But do we see, if we break 54.70, then gosh, who knows where we're going to see this dip to. Clear downward trend. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Clear downward trend. I expect it to retest 54.70. You can see there's a strong support here from the previous historical level. Someone's probably lost a ton of money. I hope that guy sold out of his position. The 53k dude from Reddit. He's probably watching this. Okay. Looks like it's found support. I'll only wait for a candle above the downward trend. It's still in the downward trend, so looks like it's attempting to break here. Interesting. Oh, look at that gap up there. Oh my goodness. Like I said, 16.99 is a still key area there for me. But looks like we got some sellers stepping in here. Buyers trying to fight it up. Who honestly thinks this is going to $100? It may go there eventually, but who thinks it's going to $100? Let me know in the live chat. Okay, it's clearly broken the downward trend now. Testing 16.99, key level for me. Buyers and sellers are going to fight for this one. It's clearly broken the downward trend, guys, so we should see a reversal here, but there's a key price level of 16.99. It's not liking it. Oh man, this stock is giving me anxiety, man. Wow, can you imagine institutions shorting GME and then being proven wrong? What is this stock doing on the bigger time frame? Because the smaller time frame is just giving me a headache. So let's see what happens on the 15-minute. Let me get rid of this downward trend line. Okay. Right. Seems to have found support here. I think what's key is what happens in the next 5 minutes to getting direction. Clearly some support here. This candle's sort of a bullish candle here, bit of a hammer. 55.23 support. I'm going to have to chart that as a key level there. Even though it didn't quite get to the level I was expecting of 54.70. It's found to... Crazy, guys. Crazy. Whoever shouted out BlackBerry, well done. BlackBerry's a great stock. Seems to be consolidating in the area of $13. Potential high there. All-time high of $13.80. Great stock. Yeah, Ajish, that's right. It's just because the live goes through to you guys 2-3 minutes late. That's why you're seeing it a bit late. If that makes sense. Ooh, was this a fake out, guys? Look at the volume, man. The volume being traded on GME today. It's like everyone's trading GME. The whole market is trading GME right now. The volume's insane. This green candle here, something really weird was happening there. Someone either chucked about $1 billion into GME. You know? Anyone looking at any other stocks? What were the biggest movers today? Was GME the biggest move today? Yes, it was. Okay, so Broad thinks it's going to find support at 60. Yeah, I mean, it seems to have found support here at the 55.13. But for me, it's just not... let's look at the smaller time frame once more on the 1 minute. Okay, maybe we see a retest of the 55. We might see a double bottom here. I'm calling this, guys, double bottom. I think this is going to come down here. I say we have a double bottom here, come down to the 55.13 retest, and then shoot back up a double bottom. Hopefully, or if not, we'll probably find support here at the 58.89 and then continue upwards. But it'd be nice to see a double bottom here to get some extra confirmation on the pattern. Crazy stock though, man. GME, guys. A lot of people pumping this stock, definitely. Man. It's probably one of the weirdest trading days or trading stocks I've ever seen. GME. Won't forget this day. Oh, looks like it's found support there and might... I think volume is gonna start to die down, guys, as people... You can see the 1 minute candles aren't fluctuating and aren't as volatile. So it looks like we're seeing volume drop, which will mean if we don't have enough buyers in the market, it looks like buyers and sellers are settling for a rough $60 price. But who knows, man? The way this stock has been moving for the last hour or so, it's been crazy. Let's see if we got any other people joining the live, because Okay, so it looks like it's... Yeah, look, it seems to... That level's key as well. 62.32. Clear resistance area there. Might chart that so for future reference. Hope you guys are liking this live and enjoying it, but it's like a football match, Biju. This is like a football match. Trading is basically a sport. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It is a piece of art. You have to train for this. You have to train for this sport because it is fun to watch, though. Don't get me wrong. This is fun to watch because I've never seen such volatility in a stock such as GME before. Who will win, the Bulls or the Bears? Yeah, man. Bulls versus Bears out here. Bulls were up about 3-0 here, guys. They scored 3 goals, and then second half came, and then the Bears came in. Bears had a few changes on the bench, and the Bears took over. So now the Bears are winning. They're 4-3 up in the second half. There's about 20 minutes left of the game. NIO at 61. I'm invested in... yes. Well spotted there, Broad. I'm invested in NIO, and I'm very pleased with the returns currently. NIO is giving me some good returns right now. Told you, man. NIO is the future. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. NIO is the next Tesla. Tesla is nothing compared to NIO. Think of Tesla as the Mercedes of the car world, and think of NIO as the Toyota. Who makes more sales? Toyota obviously has a better affordability price range. NIO will be offering a huge range of cars at a very reasonable price. Compared to the prices of Tesla, not everyone can afford a Tesla. So can you imagine the market NIO are opening themselves up to? Thanks, Ajish, for joining. Hope you find my recommendation helpful. Biju, thanks for recommending the channel. Ajish, great to have you here with us. Really, really pleased Biju had recommended you to join us. And Ran ONL is saying some stuff here. Okay, there's some dudes on Reddit that are clearly pumping the stock here. GME has found support 57. This huge green candle is just really unhealthy, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Green and then red on the 1 hour chart. Man, imagine all the people chasing this stock. Guys, clearly the Bears are winning here. Ran ONL, I don't disagree with you, but in the short term here, Bears are winning the game here. If we don't see above 62.28, then we won't see highs of 68.95, and then we won't see a further high of 76.52. So the key level here is 62.28. If we break through 62.28, there's clearly sellers here. It's already tested 3 times on the 3-minute chart. Jay Bavis says SNPW is dropping. Yeah, it's a penny stock. No, it's not. It's not dropping. It's found support. Jay, I hope you're looking at the right stock here. SNPW has found support. Here's Botis in the building. Botis, welcome. We've been waiting for you. SNPW has found support here. Whoever's watching it, Jay, it's not dropping. It's found support. Botis, another member of ours, welcome. We've got Jay in the chat. We've got a few new members on the live, a few new subscribers. Broad, you raise a good point. Tesla does have SpaceX. I'm just talking purely from a car manufacturing perspective. Tesla definitely has some upside. Don't disagree. But from a car manufacturing point of view, NIO can take a fair bit of that market share. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. Purely from a car point of view. Yeah, Botus owes us a pizza from yesterday's live, guys. So, Botus, we're waiting for that pizza. But anyone looking at SMPW's clear support here, buyers are sitting at this level. Seems to be sort of consolidating in this sort of range here, but nothing really interesting happening there. But GME is where all the action is at this point. 62.28 is the level to break. Volume is still high, would you believe? Usually after you see these huge, large volume candles, you see a weakening volume, but the volume is still crazy. Look at the volume, it's crazy. Oh, it's broken. It broke 60, it broke it, and then it's come back in. So cheeky fake out there, guys. I think it's going to break this price and fly to 68.95 if we break this level. Buyers are taking control. I'm eating a lot of chicken wings right now. That's great to know. That's great to know, Botus. You done NIO today? Yeah, we looked at NIO, Botus. GME is looking to probably retest 68.95. NIO was a great... I hope you're still in NIO, Botus. If we break this key level here of 61.51 on NIO, we could see a retest of 62.24. It's just patience with NIO, guys. NIO is a great stock. Like I said on the one-day chart, you probably remember Botus yesterday. NIO is in an upward trend. You can't deny it. The technicals speak for themselves. It's broken the downward trend, this mini downtrend, back to the rebound, and I see it retesting, 67. I see it coming back for a very good rebound. So it will be really fun to watch this stock. It's got a bull flag going on here, so if we break above 61.84, we should see a continuation there. I hope you're excited for this, Botus, because NIO is going to be the next huge car manufacturer of the world. Think Toyota, think Chinese. I mean, the range of cars that they have, man. The price range, the output. The amazing thing about NIO, guys, is their battery replacement technology. They can replace batteries. NIO can replace batteries from their cars in an instant. So you can imagine from a sort of servicing point of view, and you can basically pay a monthly fee for NIO to basically service your car and service the battery and get a new battery on a sort of short-term basis to maybe an annual basis. So you can imagine how many customers, like for a traditional car, petrol car, you're having to get oil changes, you're having to get services, you're going to have to do all of that. But with these electric cars, you just change the battery. It takes it's like taking a battery out of a remote, taking a battery out of your iPhone. Can you imagine that? So Broadflow says Zom dipped, but when it launches Trumedica, yes, it will be a breakthrough for animal owners and vets. Interesting. Jay Bavis says he needs to buy 5,000 shares. Let's have a look at Zom. What's Zom looking like on the technicals? Zomedica Corporation. Currently trading 5% down for the day. For me, this is a continuation pattern. Got a triangle forming here. I'm going to quickly draw a triangle for you guys. I know you guys like those triangles. It's not the cleanest of triangles, but it is what it is. I don't like this triangle because it's only tested either side twice, so we may see a continuation of consolidation before we see a continuation to the upside. BB broke 14. BB has broke 14. Wow, whoa, where did that come from? Dude. Well, we did see that actually. We did see that earlier. But it's definitely reaching all-time highs now. No, for sure NIO and their battery are a breakthrough. Yeah, Broad, I'm glad you agree with that. The battery technology, the research and development that NIO have gone through. Like I said, William Lee, the CEO and founder of NIO, he's an interesting guy. He speaks several languages. He's highly intellectual. Broad wants a NIO. You know what, Broad? Let me just tell you something about NIO. I was watching that interview, which I posted here. It's pinned on this chat. You can see I've posted the link to the video I made on NIO. Be sure to give that a watch. But from the interview with William Lee, which I featured on the video, well, on my YouTube video, I said that, you know, he's all about user experience. He wants his cars to be the top of user experience. So when you've got a CEO and founder that's so concerned about the consumer, like William Lee is, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. People are going to be amazed by the cars that they come out with. You guys know about that hypercar, that supercar that NIO produced, lightning fast car. So do you think, Broad, that Zom may continue to consolidate here until March when this new product releases? Because that's probably pretty likely as well. We may see something similar to that's probably a more realistic triangle of what's happening here. It may continue to consolidate or range in this level. As Broad mentions, there's a launch in March. It might be a good time to buy now to catch the next wave. You can see a previous pattern forming that formed previous to this huge move, which was back in early of this year. So you can imagine it's only been you know, just under a month. It's only been just under a month and we've seen that huge move. We've seen a similar pattern forming here in consolidation. Knowing that Broad says a new product launch in March, so totally, dude, we might see this might be a good buy. And considering it's at this previous support level right now, or there or thereabouts, sounds good. Alright guys, I think we might call it a day there and might catch you guys back on a live in the next, towards 8-9 PM UK time, which is when markets are closing in the US. So we may end the stream here and then reconvene for the finale to see what's happening with GME. Just to end it here, GME is currently trading at 62.15. So it looks like it's broke that level of resistance, and we may possibly, it'll be interesting to see what happens towards the market close for the week. Remember, this high volatility was probably brought about by the fact that, you know, we are trading 0 days till expiration contracts. A lot of people are trading that for options. There's a lot of people speculating on GME. Yeah, Broad, I'm going to join you on that, Broad. We're going to get NIOs, man. We're going to get NIOs. You'll be seeing a NIO from me, definitely. Definitely. Roger. Here is Roger. Dude, I was just about to end the stream, but we got Roger Wellington. I would say he's a veteran to the live, but I've only been doing live for 3 days, but he's been with us on every single one, and Roger's been telling us some crazy stocks. So if you want to catch Roger Wellington, you need to be sure to be catching these lives on YouTube. Roger, what's good, man? I hope you're good. I hope you're not driving and trading, or driving and watching this, but hopefully you're sitting laid back. It might dip or it might just stay around that price range, because if you do, your research never been down. Yeah, I mean, totally. Roger, remind me of what that stock was that you were telling me about yesterday. I did some analysis on that for you. It was that PlayStation controller stock. Can you remind me which one that was? What stock that was? He's at work. That's the best way to do it. You're investing and you're working. Roger, what was that stock, man? That PlayStation controller stock. Oh, you're a legend. Roger's joining the crew, man. Sakto's back as well. Gosh, just as about. Oh, IMMR, guys. This is why Roger is a legend. This is why Roger Wellington is a legend. Guys, just watch this. we did some crazy analysis on IMMR. I'm going to save this so I don't forget this next time, Roger. Appreciate it. But Roger's found us some crazy stock, guys. Here was the analysis we did yesterday. Now, guys, if you don't know about IMMR, I certainly didn't know the details of IMMR, but they make PlayStation components for PlayStation controllers. Now, you can see these yellow vertical lines, which I've got on the chart. I'm going to flick to the weekly chart. So as you can see, what I charted here as vertical lines was every time a PlayStation came out. And as you can see, we've reached peaks every time a PlayStation came out. Now, keep in mind the PlayStation 5 came out roughly the 12th of November, which is this 9th of November vertical line here. As soon as PlayStation came out, you see that poke. So what I'm saying is Roger recommended it as well. Now, if you were to invest now, I mean, it's still going strong at this point. It's got some clear resistance there, which we had charted at 1369. I mean, it's still got very good potential upside. The way PlayStation 5 sales have been going, like I said earlier in the live, PlayStation 5 sales have outdone previous console sales. So that will only mean higher controller sales. But I don't know, Roger, I still think I'm a little bit late for my liking for entry, you know? But I mean, this is a stock to look at for the future, because anytime a PlayStation comes out, if these guys are still involved with the controllers, I'm interested to know if these guys are also doing work on the Xbox controllers, Roger, because if so, then maybe that's it seems like a stock that can be traded, not held for long periods of time, unless it breaks that $20.70, which is a strong level of resistance. This doesn't seem to have got anywhere near that in recent times, but it may not be a stock to invest in, but a stock to trade, because every time a PlayStation comes out, the stock goes wild. So cool, guys. So yeah, Roger, I really appreciate you joining, but Botis, what are you saying? It just seems to be going up and down. Yeah, what we're saying is, Botis, is that it goes up when these yellow vertical lines illustrate when a PlayStation comes out. So this was PlayStation 3. No, this must have been PlayStation... What came out in November 06? Don't know. This was PlayStation 3, this was PlayStation 4, and this was PlayStation 5. Interesting, Roger. No, appreciate it. Any recommendations are always appreciated, man. So yeah, totally, man. IMMR. It's definitely going to be one that I'm going to keep on watch for, because I might short this, Roger, if I'm honest with you. When it reaches its peak, finds resistance, could be a good stock to short. You know, could be a good stock to swing some puts on. Yeah, Botis, I'm with you. Yeah. Just read your comment there. Yeah, exactly. As soon as it hits some, you know, I mean, if you wanted to, we could get cheeky and draw a quick supply zone. You know how we do. Quick supply zone there. So maybe at the break, if it reaches, say, all-time high 2070 and it breaks below this zone of, say, I like that. Say if it comes down, reaches 2070, comes back down, might swing puts at the break of 1689. Yeah, break of the zone, Botis. We would trade it at the break of the zone. Yeah, Roger, we're going to catch some crazy stocks on these lives. You may have seen earlier we were talking about GME. Someone brought it to my attention. GME was doing some crazy bull runs, but it was way too volatile. What seems to be happening now seems to be consolidating around the $60 level, GME. So no trade volume seems to have dropped off. Options long-term, short-term, but we're just trying to make some money. Yeah, dude. We're just trying to make some money. We are just trying to get our money up for 2021. So if you want to be part of this team, hit the subscribe button. We are going to make sure we catch some crazy runners. I'll be sharing my long-term investments with you guys. A lot of good recommendations today come from the team. SMPW, I like it. Penny stock, a bit risky, but I don't mind chucking $100 on there to see where it goes. Zom, another great shout out by someone. I think that was who was Zom? Who said Zom? It was Broad, I think. I think Broad said Zom. Thanks for that. Someone called out Polar Power. Great stock. It looks like it's continuing to reach all-time highs. Seems to be consolidating here. So overall crazy day in the markets. Botis, whilst you're here, I did want to mention to you because I know you're invested in Bitcoin with me. So I'm going to give you a quick update on Bitcoin. What color will the Lambo be? It's a good question. It may have to be the color of these EMAs you can see on my chart. It might have to be a 3 colorway guy. Might have to do blue, red, and yellow. See these colorways? Might have to be 3 stripes straight down the middle. We have to go with the EMA colorway. I call it the EMA colorway, guys. So Botis, let's give you an update just before we end the stream. If anyone's got any questions, leave it in the live chat. Happy to answer any of your questions. So Botis, Roger, I like it. I think we looked at IDEX last time you were on. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to add it to the long-term holds list so we can have a look at it tomorrow. Maybe we'll look at it today just to end off the live. Jay, stay away from XRP. I'll tell you why. Just my opinion, but based off my research, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they can do whatever these alternate coins can do. So XRP doesn't have anything going for it. What's its use case? It doesn't do anything more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my understanding. So why would you invest in XRP if Bitcoin and Ethereum can do exactly what XRP does? There's no case for it. There's no business case for it. There's no investment case for it. So don't bring XRP around these waters, guys, because we don't like XRP. Ethereum, Bitcoin, great stuff. IDEX. Let's look at IDEX after I give Botis this update. So Bitcoin, Botis, I know you were concerned about the sell-off. Yesterday, it did continue to sell off overnight. Did find support eventually, but took some crazy patience. So well done for staying in the trade, in the investment. Like, as you guys know, Bitcoin's highly volatile. I don't recommend you putting your whole, I'm just gonna get rid of this because it doesn't tell me anything that's happening with Bitcoin. Technicals don't always work with crypto because it's so highly volatile. They just do whatever they want. Now, thing is, Botis, look. Well, I wouldn't say BCH is better than BTC. I wouldn't say that. The reason why I wouldn't say that is because BCH follows BTC. Generally, it follows the same path as BTC. If BTC runs, BCH runs. So I wouldn't say one is better than the other. Are you talking about from a user perspective? Yeah, possibly from a user perspective. From an investment perspective, no. No, I wouldn't say that. Ethereum went on a crazy run today, but I'm all sold out of Ethereum at 23% profit. Not looking to get back into Ethereum. I'm going to wait for Bitcoin and BCH to get me some good returns. Looks like BTC is finally gaining some traction now, and after this huge sell-off, we're seeing buyers step in to get a bargain for Bitcoin. So I'm liking it. I'm still in the trade. Let's get that money up and see what we can make of it in the months to come. But despite the bad news on Bitcoin or whatever, still bullish on it. It's a decentralized currency. Most of the people are bullish on it. So I've only risked as much as I'm willing to lose on crypto. So either way, I'm not really concerned. I'm going to keep money there as long as it needs to be there till it makes the returns I'm happy to take. So Biju asks, are we using the same trading platform for Bitcoin as well? No. You can't buy Bitcoin on Tastyworks, Biju. You can buy shares and you can buy options on Tastyworks. With Bitcoin, I use eToro. You can invest in Bitcoin, but keep in mind, guys, when you use trading platforms, you're not actually owning the cryptocurrency itself. You're simply trading the asset class. So because of that, if you are really taking this Bitcoin thing seriously and you want to get really into it, then go onto a crypto platform such as Coinbase or Binance or Bitstamp, those sort of things. If you want to actually own some Bitcoin, then go for there. But I'm clearly speculating and buying and investing in the asset class. I don't own Bitcoin. I don't own any BCH. So these platforms, keep in mind, you're only trading the value of it like gold. It's like a contract for difference, if I could say that. For instance, when you buy gold, you're not actually buying the tangible asset. You're buying a contract for difference. So it's essentially like doing that because you're not really owning it. Yeah, exactly, Botis. You're just trading it on a platform. So yeah, if you're taking Bitcoin more seriously and you think it's the future, then consider actually buying some Bitcoin physically owning some Bitcoin. So yeah. Okay, so IDEX was the last thing before we end it off here, guys. IDEX is one that's been brought up by Roger. Roger mentioned this yesterday as well, guys. It is a stock. The only thing that concerned me yesterday was the high fluctuations in price. It's clearly in an upward trend as of now on this 1 hour chart. Reason I can see that is based off of this. Pretty decent upward trend. You can see it retested the trend, and then you saw this huge push up today. Anytime, Roger. Appreciate you, man. So Roger likes the stock. He really likes it. Reason I didn't like it, Roger, and you probably remember yesterday why I didn't like it, but look at these huge fluctuations. Gosh. Dude. These fluctuations. It's giving me a headache just looking at it. There's no clear direction. I don't know what they're doing with this thing. But IDEX is something for the future, guys. I have done some research on it. I have done some research on it. So, they're involved with so many different things. IDEX are, guys. They're invested in fintech. They're in the electrical vehicle space. They're in so many different... They've got their hands in all sorts of pots, right? So, it's definitely a future-proof business. But from a technical standpoint, I don't like what I see. So what I said to Roger yesterday and the team is if you're looking to invest in IDEX, if you want a safe entry point, then yeah, it's a penny stock. Yeah, it's gonna be susceptible to these huge buys and sells and peaks and sell-offs and. Yeah, Roger, you're right, Roger. If we break 476, okay, because this is how I like to see it from an investment point of view. If you enter now at 346, what's your potential upside to then potentially see a sell-off? For me, let me go down to the daily time frame. For me, guys, there's clearly some sell-off area around here. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking, right? Price is currently 346. If you enter now from an investment point of view, not a trading point of view, it's a penny stock. Investment point of view, you enter at 346. You could see 340. You could see 476. What is that? In terms of return, it's a pretty decent return. That's what's good about these penny stocks. You can make some huge percentage gains. This stock's already up, 8.8% today. reminds me of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin swings 8%. Seems to be swinging 8% every day. So, okay, so say you had a profit target 476 from an investment point of view. 346 you entered now. What's your return? Dude, Roger, man, I do this for you, bro. This is, it really makes me happy to get your guys' feedback, because the reason I do this is the reason I try to help you guys out. So I really appreciate when I get good feedback, because it's only going to make me provide more value to you guys. So 346, if you potentially entered here, had a profit target 476, which is realistic based on these peaks we've seen previously, based on the lows it's had, based on previous lows. Profit target 476 is highly achievable from my perspective. You want to keep in mind, however, that the price has already hit 476 and rejected. Considering it's found support and retesting, it should retest that 476. You're looking at a return on investment of 37%, which is great. I like it. I like it a lot. You can't take 37% as a joke. That is great, That is a great return. But you know how we do. We like the 100% returns, Roger. So Kevin Company TV is in the building. I don't believe you've been on the live before, so welcome. Drop us a like on the live. It'd be really appreciated. Yeah, we were just talking about GameStop, actually, Kevin. I'll get back to it in a second if you want. But I'm enjoying this live, so I might keep it going. We've got some new joiners, so why not? We've got some more questions coming in. Feel free to drop some questions in the live chat, Kevin. So 476 is a reasonable profit target. 566 is a reasonable second profit target. Considering this is a supply zone where we've seen huge sell-offs for IDEX, Roger. Yeah, we'll get onto that, Kevin. I'll tell you what was going on. Some of the guys were filling me in on what was going on there. Wall Street bets are definitely involved in that. So yeah, I mean, look, realistically, 566 is when you want to be looking as a profit target. An easy return would be 476. If we break above 736, we could see, 797. The potential to the Roger, I see where you're coming from. But you know how we do. We like those 100% returns. We like these returns. And, we want to get good entries, Roger. We want to get good entries. And the way we get these good entries is by buying the low and selling the high. I don't need to spell it out to you guys. You guys are probably more experienced and understand that. But the reason I say that is we're buying at a price where it's already pretty high. It's already touched 476, But for some reason, the pattern which is forming now is in a clear upward trend, which we see on the smaller time frame. So I have no doubt it will reach that 476 in the short term. In the long term, there's definitely some growth in this stock. Now, the key area where I'm looking at, Roger, and guys, whoever's watching, I want to see the break of 1056. Now, that's personal preference, guys. You don't have to take that. You could probably take a more riskier entry, 799, or you could wait for the break of the supply zone, which is continually being retested. I may even, in fact, bring the supply zone up to here so you guys can clearly see what I'm illustrating here. 799 is a great entry to get to the 1050. But Roger, I completely agree with you. And the reason why I agree with what Roger is because in this particular scenario, guys, the fundamentals matter more than the technicals. Do you see what I'm saying, Roger? The fundamentals matter more than the technicals. Now, this business, IDEX, it's a future-proof. It's a future-proof business. They've got so many exciting projects. I'll try and make a video on it for you guys so you guys can understand what the stock does and why Roger seems to be very bullish on it. But 1056, we can get there by April or May is what Roger's saying, and I don't doubt that for a moment. If the fundamentals and the news and the analysts, I don't believe there's been much information surrounding analysts on this one, from what I remember from yesterday. But Roger, I don't doubt it, man. If you're getting in at 344 and you're putting in as much as you're willing to risk, guys, the potential to the downside, you know, we may see a test of 27 cents. So 90% of your investment is gone. But the chances of it going to the downside, considering it was already out at those previous lows and hasn't since retested, the risk to reward is pretty good, you know. Yeah, it's not for me. I'm hoping Roger's got in totally earlier, but for me, entering at this point, I won't be investing as heavy as if I was to be investing at, say, $1, right? I'll still be investing, but won't be putting as much in. So IDEX, yeah, Roger, I'm gonna put some money into IDEX. I'm with you on this one. Kev and Roger, NNMD. So you guys can see I've been talking about NNMD for a while. NNDM, sorry. Roger, I think you spelled it wrong there. NNDM. Kevin, so let's look at NNDM quickly. It's up 10%, dude. Crazy. So I'll tell you what I did today, guys, on because I was buying some shares. Still got some shares. It was running like crazy. Dude, it was running like crazy, you know? Right now, what happened was I sold out some shares at, I think it was this level, $13.99, and I'm still waiting to buy back in. So yeah, Roger, you've been in IDEX at a very good price, so that's something to consider, guys. Roger's been in IDEX at an extremely good price. He's already tripled his money almost, right? So you need to take that into consideration. Roger has found the optimum entry point. We won't be entering at an optimum level for IDEX. We're probably late to the party, guys. Not saying it's too late, but you see what I mean. Kevin, yeah, man, NNDM. Dude, I hope you guys watched my NNDM video, which I posted on YouTube around 3 days ago. And I posted this pattern. Guys. So I was simply waiting for the breakout. And you could have made some pretty good money, guys. You would have bought at, you say 11. You could have made a $3 share. So crazy. NNDM is not going to stop. I see it as a $50 stock. NNDM. It's definitely in the long term. Look at its competitors. Look what they're doing differently. They're building 3D printers for semiconductors. They're way ahead in terms of research and development. They are going to snatch a huge, some huge market share. Look at them now, guys. Oh my God, they've just reached for the stars. Luckily, I'm still in NND. So I told you I bought at the dip, guys. Because if you look at NND, guys, I'm gonna give you some quick tip here. Roger and Kevin, this one's for you, right? Or whoever's invested in NNDM. Look how much the stocks moved yesterday. Look how much it's moved today. What tends to happen is you get your most volume in the early hours of the market open. And you get this next move, and then you get consolidation. This seems to be how NNDM likes to move. People like to buy it at market open. But what seems to be happening now is we're seeing towards market close, we're seeing some bull runs here. So we might retest 1438, which will be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, Roger, man, $50. Think about the market they're trading in, Roger. Think about the market. Think about their client base. Their client base will be B2B, right? They'll be selling these printers to businesses to stop them buying from, say, NVIDIA, who charges a bomb for their semiconductors and graphics cards or whatever. So they're going to cut out that market share, save a lot of people money. Here comes NNDM, guys. I hope you're in there. Whoa. NNDM, guys. Who's in here? Kevin and Roger. We are going to make some money today on NNDM. I'm hoping it breaks through 1438. This is a clearly very bullish, two very bullish engulfing candles here. Will we find some resistance? I definitely think it's going to reach for 1438 at this point. Let's see what happens. Have to give it some time to play out the trade. There's clearly some buyers here. Potential selling pressure coming in, but I like it. I like NNDM. $50. Here we come. So Sacto's got some NNDM. Well done for you, man. NNDM, bro. I'm telling you, don't sleep on NNDM. Just do not sleep. And here's another thing, guys, about NNDM. Ran ONL. Well, if you should have bought when I called it, guys. A good entry was the $11 point, but I mean it's not too late to join because we have high projections for this stock. Now, NNDM, considering the price is surging at these levels, consider the fact that they're still struggling with supply chain issues. Think about that. They're still struggling with supply chain issues, right? Now imagine when they get their act together. Yeah. So Sacto, you only got just 50. Yeah, it's fine, man. At least you're in the trade. At least you're invested and you're with us. So RAN ONL, yeah, I mean, with a stock such as NNDM that just keeps running. Just keeps running. There's no time like the present for these types of stocks. You see what I'm saying? More buyers coming you, right? I didn't even look at it like that. I'm glad I'm in this play. I'm up 85% so far and it's just the beginning. Yeah, man. Roger, well played, bro. It does take guts to sometimes enter these trades, but if you get your fundamentals, you get your technicals, you see how the stock's moving. I'm pretty surprised, if I'm honest, that it already reached 1438 in 2 days. 13% up today is one of the highest performing stocks for me on my stocks. So you can only imagine where this stock could be going. Let's talk about projections for this stock, NNDM. Consider it had lows beginning of the year of $7. It's up 100%. Up 100% from the 6th of January. How many days has that been, guys? You do the maths. It's been 14, 15, 16 days. 100% in 16 days. You don't see that too often. That tells you institutions might be involved. Large quantities of money flowing into this stock. Let's flick to the daily just to see how the stock's moving. Now, this is what I like to look at because it's found support. Found support 65 cents. Yeah, Roger, that's some great advice, Roger. Roger's given some great advice to Sacto there. NIO 61, 62, very good call out. Botis, thank you very much for keeping us posted on NIO. NIO's gonna, look at it. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on NIO, man. A lot of people are hating on NIO because they love Tesla so much. But no, don't sleep on NIO. NIO's going to do some crazy things this year. So yeah, NNDM projections wise, you look at the daily, you see what it's doing here. It found support. And away we go. So key levels to watch, guys, is 33.51. Key area of resistance. If you break 33.51, $50 is not too far away. All rise NIO. Let's go. Ran ONL asks, what's your thoughts on Tasty Trade, Tastyworks being sold to IG for $1 billion? Do you think we could see options trading coming to the UK now? Ran, I don't know what planet you're on, dude, but we can trade Tastyworks as UK residents. Why do you think I've been such a big advocate for Tastyworks? Because they're one of the best platforms available for options traders based in the UK. I've got loads of friends in the US and they all use Tastyworks as well, even though they can have access to Thinkorswim, another great platform. But Tastyworks is, well known for fastest fill times in the business. They platform, I know Jay, one of my members who's here on the live, he's been struggling with the platform. It takes a bit of time to get used to, but most people I've spoken to take to Tastyworks very, very well. So RAN ONL, you can get access to Tastyworks. So get joining in on the fun. Thanks everyone for joining the live. But yeah, NNDM, you can see why I've got $50 projections, guys. Can you see that now? Now don't expect it just to reach $50 without having any pullbacks. Of course, it's going to have some pullbacks. It's going to get tested. Sellers are going to try and take profits. There's going to be people shorting the stock. It's guaranteed to happen, and you can't rule that out of the equation. So which is why I say 33.51. I expect rejection. Potential rejection here as well at 21.27. Right? So 21.27. I'll be buying the dips, guys. I'll be buying more of NNDM at the dips. Now, until you understand that concept, that's how you'll make more money in the markets, guys. When you have such strong fundamentals on NNDM, you have strong research on the stock, you know where it's potentially heading. You know the business, you know how the business operates, you know what potential it has in terms of revenue and profits. You need to stick to that and understand it, right? So I'll be buying, if there's any dips from the resistance of 33.51, I'll be buying more stock up and riding it up to 50. That's my current profit target. You don't have to take it, just my analysis. It may even hit 33.51 and reject and never come back again. But that's not to say now is not a good entry, because the upside potential here is crazy. A similar stock you want to be looking at is at HTBX. They help with immune systems, that sort of thing, in cancer patients especially. So I'm currently invested in this stock here. I purchased at 561. Look at the highs of 30.13. This stock has price targets by analysts of $35, and you can clearly see why, right? So I'm invested here. I'm buying. Look at the risk to reward here on HTBX. The upside potential is crazy, right? So if you're entering here where it's found support here before, and look at the highs it went to, $30. So it's obviously a bit concerning for some investors, because you think, well, why has it gone up and then come back down again? So there's obviously some news driving that. But since then, analysts have come out on CNN to give it a new rating, profit target of $35, which is in excess of the previous peak of $30.13. So don't sleep on that one either. I mean, look at this stock. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. So buying at these lows is potential great upside potential. All right, let me just check what's going on in the live chat. What about FTSE options? Yeah, FTSE options, you want to maybe look at something like, I don't know, like plus 500. I know they do options. I don't like the UK trading platforms at all, Ran. They're just not user friendly. There's not many options traders here based in the UK. No worries, Roger. Yeah, look out for HTBX. Do some research on it, and maybe we reconvene and talk about that one tomorrow. But HTBX is a bit of a dark horse there. Not many people are talking about it, but it has some crazy potential. You know? Look at this move here. When these EMAs cross, it's a good sign. We'll have some potential further upside. It may retest 863 in the short term. If it breaks 863, then I see I see complete clearance to $30 here. There may be a few resistance areas for pullbacks, but you know, it's a great stock, great stock, especially based on the technicals. Do some research on the fundamentals, guys, and you'll understand the business. They do specialize in health. They are a health tech company. They specialize in immune system development, especially in cancer patients. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, so RAN ONL. Tastyworks does not have UK companies, so you can't trade options on UK companies on Tastyworks. But like I said, UK stocks bore me. There's nothing exciting happening, especially with Brexit. We're not going to see anything fun happening in these parts of the world. So, which is why I like Tastyworks even more. US is where the investment's flowing through. They got exciting companies, especially those solar stocks. Not to say there's not exciting companies in the UK, it's just generally speaking, I don't see any stock that I like to invest in. Might be some stocks to trade options with, but generally, if you want to catch some of these more exciting moves, I like to read US stocks a bit better. They react more fairer to, say, stimulus information or, say, economic information, employment, unemployment figures. So for me, it's just a better way of reading. I like to read US stocks over UK. So I hope that makes sense. All right, Kevin. Catch you potentially tomorrow. I'm going to try and do this on a daily basis. So take care, man. Thanks for joining the live, and I really appreciate your support. If anyone's not as yet liked the video, make sure you like this live. And I think I might end it there, guys, unless anyone's got any other questions. I have spent almost 3 hours here. Yeah, this is fun, Roger. I'm enjoying this, man. I'll check in again later on. Much love. Yeah, take care, man. Take care, Roger. Take care, guys. I think I'm going to end it there. I may rejoin live if anyone's got any further questions, probably towards market close, because we tend to see higher volumes there as well. Thanks, Kevin, for subscribing. Really appreciate you, man. Really, really appreciate it. And I'll give you guys any of you a sub as well. If anyone's got any YouTube channels, let me know in the live chat so I can sub to you. Kevin Company, I think you have a YouTube channel. I think, from just based off of your YouTube name. So I'll give you a follow as well. So thanks all for watching, and we will catch you tomorrow at the same time. Actually, tomorrow Saturday, isn't it? So market's closed, so we'll probably be reconvening next week. Nilly for Rock says, thanks, Biju, really appreciate it. Biju, join us in the membership group, man. We're waiting for you. Nilly for Rock, I sold off some NNDM and Polo stocks. We invested in Twitter though. Any thoughts on the technical analysis? I think it looks promising. Nilly for Rock, give me a message on Instagram. I think we're going to end the stream here, so I'll give you some feedback on that. Biju, yeah, I know you're in the Discord, but I don't think you've joined the membership yet, so we'll be pleased to have you join us there if you're. And Botis, if you're still watching, Bitcoin is up 8%. So don't doubt it. It's coming back. It's coming back, Botis. Thanks, Nilly. You have a good day as well. Cheers, Biju. Take care. Botis, if you're still here, we can maybe just give you that update on Bitcoin's up 8%. So here comes the recovery. Here comes the recovery you've been waiting for. And we should hopefully... Yeah, sure, Biju. Appreciate you. We'll give you more value than these live YouTube streams as well. So it'll be good to have you there, man. The team will be ready to welcome you as well. So yeah, thanks, Nilly for Rock. We will catch up. Drop me a message on Instagram, anyone here, if you need any further analysis, or if you're willing to yeah, I mean, if you're subscribed, you'll be catching the next one. So take care, guys. We'll catch you soon. All the best. Thanks for joining the live today, and we'll catch you next week when we start up the daily live streams once again on Monday. All right. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.